Inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Murex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Flag Family Media.
Game. And here we are in Crosby, North Dakota, the site of our featured doubleheader presentation tonight here from Hagen Court in Crosby. My name is Randy Peterson. Here on GameDay Media, I'm sitting alongside Dylan Loper this evening for our doubleheader coverage. Dylan going to provide some color commentary for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, Dylan, and appreciate you coming on board.
Thanks for having me.
And as we look at our games tonight, it'll be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Ray Jays, coming into this match with a 1-3 record on the season so far, looking to get back into the win column. They're going to have their hands full of them tonight, as they'll have hands full, I should say, with the Divide County Maroons coming in on a 3-game winning streak. The Divide County Maroons girls, coached up by Kent Harding in his 12th year as the head coach for the Divide County Maroon girls program, and looking forward to this competitive match here tonight. The Ray Jays on a 3-game losing streak, so they're looking to right the ship tonight here from Hagen Court in Crosby, North Dakota. When we come back out of this timeout, again, we're powered up from the NCC Sports Desk here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. We'll have our Continental Resources coaches' comments, and first up, it'll be Matt Heyer of the Ray Jays with our first coaches' comments after this 2-minute timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed.
Again from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments on the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with head coach Matt Heyer of the Ray Jays to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening with the Divide County Maroons. And as we come back into GameDay Media, thanks Coach Heyer for making yourself available for our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments.
Appreciate it, Randy.
Before we talk about your upcoming game this evening with the Maroons, last Tuesday evening the Pirates traveled over to play your Ray Jays in Ray. And when it was all said and done, the Pirates were able to defeat the Jays 60-24. The defensive pressure applied by the Pirates was really a deciding factor in how that game turned out, Coach.
Yeah, Tioga, they have a lot of length. They can disrupt a lot of things that you try to do offensively. And they do a good job with their pressure full court. If you don't break the press consistently, they can get out and they can change a game pretty quickly.
Despite the setbacks that the Jays have been having as of late with some losses, I have seen some younger players that have been helping the Jays despite their youth. And one of those players that I thought played a pretty solid game for you was an 8th grader, Brooklyn Edwards. Got to say, I've seen some pretty good things from her lately, Coach.
Yeah, she's been playing well. We're trying to work her into it, kind of what she's able to handle a little bit by little bit at the varsity level coming from 8th grade. She played a little bit of JV for us last year. Just kind of getting her from a mental standpoint. The speed of a varsity game is just a little bit of an adjustment, but I think she's done very well so far.
And also I know that you've been missing a player with an injury right now, and that's Maya Knox with a bit of a knee problem. And what can you give a status on her status, Coach?
So we're waiting till the 19th. She went in, had a scope a couple weeks ago, and then we kind of find out what the for sure timetable looks like. We're hoping to have her back either during Christmas break or that first week of January after. So it's nothing major. It's just it needs time to heal after that scope, make sure everything's good to go, and then she should be fine to come back and play for us.
Well, that's good news for the Ray Jays for sure. Tonight you take on the Divide County Maroons, a team that has strung together a 3-game winning streak and currently averaging 42 points a game. It's no secret that the Jays have got to find some more points somehow to be able to compete with the Maroons tonight. That probably starts with trying to cut down on the number of turnovers that have hampered your Jays offensively. Should be a good competitive match tonight against the Maroons.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of what we do kind of comes down to limiting our turnovers, getting more shot attempts. I feel like even though we haven't been successful in terms of win-losses so far this year, we've been able to out-rebound almost all the teams we've played. And the girls hustle. Like you said, we got a lot of younger kids that we're trying to work into some different roles. So we just hope that we can continually progress and get better throughout the season. Divide County will be another team that they execute well. They don't typically turn it over. They got some younger kids that are filling in some roles this year. Some of them played last year. But we got to do a good job from a team defensive standpoint. They run a lot of those misdirection action screens where they'll catch you on a flex cut or a diagonal cut for an easy basket. And we're looking to find and manufacture some ways to get easier offense, maybe a little earlier in the shot clock, and try to get the ball inside when we can.
Thanks, Coach Heyer, for visiting with us here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll talk with the Divide County Maroons head coach, Kent Harding, as we continue on with the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from some of our great Game Day Media sponsors.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. As we come back into Game Day Media from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to our Continental Resources Coaches Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Kent Harding of the Divide County Maroons girls basketball team to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening with the Ray Jays. First of all, Coach, thank you for making yourself available here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments.
You're welcome, Randy. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having me on.
As you begin your 12th year as the Divide County girls basketball head coach, you're off to a good start this season with a 3-1 record. You dropped the opening game of the season to the Mavericks from MLS, but you've come back with 3 consecutive wins. Always nice to get wins early in the season. That generates a lot of confidence for the team, Coach.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's been good these last 3 games to get some wins and get things rolling on the right page, just like you said, Randy. Last year, we pretty much know we struggled to get wins. This year, to have some this early in the season and kind of setting the tide and pushing kids to work a little harder, to have that success is a good thing.
As I look at your roster makeup of this year's team, Coach, you've got a good mix of senior leadership as well as some youth on the team. And through the first 4 games of the season, who seems to be off to a pretty fast start for your Maroons, Coach?
Like you said, we have some seniors. We have a mix of kind of older, younger, kind of exactly where we are. Billy Forcher, a senior, has started well for us as our post. Skylar Werman is, I believe, our leading scorer with around 12 points per game right now. So we have a few things going. Other starters are contributing, and people off the bench. Other senior Matty Fargerland playing steady for us this year. Riley Joe Carabella, 8th grader that comes off the bench for us, is playing well at the post for us. Brita Applegard, another senior. Adrena Forcher, a freshman. That's kind of our first 5 leading crew, or 6 there. So they're doing well. We're moving forward. I think we got some things rolling a little better than we did last year earlier in the season. So like I said, we're off to a good start. Tomorrow's game against the Ray Jays is going to be a battle. We know that. It's always a fun battle. So we'll see again where we are.
And speaking of that battle tonight against the Ray Jays, they're similar to your Maroon team, and the fact that they have a lot of younger players mixed in with some seniors as well. After winning their first game of the season, they've dropped the last 4 games and are hungry for a win in District 7 play. What do you expect from the Jays tonight, and what do you feel will be a key factor to extend your winning streak to 4 games tonight, Coach?
I feel we need to make them shoot from the perimeter. Make them score from the outside. It's always a good battle. I've watched them play some games, and they've been doing a combo of things a little bit. They did a 1-2-2 zone one night, a little 2-3 zone, little man. It's going to be a mix of those things for us to read defenses and get in our offensive sets and execute. Execution obviously is big to get in those sets and get it running and not try to take too quick shots. Not get in a hurry, play solid defense, basically what we've played early in the season here. And so we're man-to-man, fundamental man-to-man principles, what we're looking for, and control the boards, box out, and get out and run a little bit. It should be a nice battle. It should be a good game, and whoever's hitting some shots tomorrow night, I think will be the winner.
You've been listening to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments with Divide County Maroons head coach Kent Harding. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll continue with the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from a few of our great GameDay Media sponsors.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349. This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Pregame Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
And as we come back here to Hagen Court in Crosby, North Dakota, again, my name is Randy Peterson here on GameDay Media. And we have doubleheader coverage out of District 7 tonight. It'll be the girls taking the floor first this evening. It'll be the Ray Jays taking on the Divide County Maroons. And in about 20 minutes following the completion of our girls game, it'll be the boys' turn to take Barry Hagen floor and Barry Hagen Court. And it'll be the Divide County Maroons hosting the Ray Jays. Ray Jays in their first boys basketball game tonight as they got weathered out last Friday against Tioga. So they're seeing a different opponent than their own teammates in practice for the first time here tonight against the Divide County Maroons. And of course, Divide County looking for their first win on the boys' side of things. But as we talk about the girls' programs here in Divide and Ray, the Ray Jays started out the season with a win over North Shore Plaza, won 46-36, but have dropped 3 games since that time. And looking to get back into their winning ways tonight. Their opponent in front of them tonight is the Divide County Maroons. And Kent Harding's girls team has got a 3-1 record. And they've won 3 straight. And so they're looking to keep their winning streak alive, try to take a District 7 matchup tonight, and I was talking to my color commentator tonight, Dylan Loper. Dylan, one of the things that you've mentioned, being from Crosby and working here at the school district in Divide County, you've seen a lot of improvement in the girls program.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. They're still really young, but they're doing a nice job. This is actually the first time I've seen them this year, but a lot of young talent mixed with few veterans. It'll be interesting to see tonight.
That's kind of the way things are with the Ray Jays, too. They've got a total of 3 seniors on their team, and they rounded out with 1 junior, 5 sophomores, 1 freshman, and 1 8th grader that take the floor for the Ray Jays. And the Divide County Maroons with 4 seniors on their team, 1 junior, 1 sophomore, 2 freshmen, 3 8th graders, and 1 7th grader. In other action around the area in our market area here in northwest North Dakota, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers are hosting the number 7 ranked team in the state of North Dakota in Class B basketball, West Hope Newburgh Sioux. West Hope Newburgh, again, the 7th ranked team in the latest media poll in the state of North Dakota. Down in Powers Lake, it'll be the Mavericks from Mulhall, Lansford, Sherwood taking on the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. And then over in Minot tonight, as part of the Our Redeemers basketball tournament over there in Minot at Our Redeemers School, it'll be the Tioga Pirates taking on the number 4 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, the Bishop Ryan Lions. So that's some of the action on the boys' side of things. And for the girls, in girls' action tonight, the number 10 ranked team, the Trenton Tigers, are to take on the Mandaree Warriors. That game being played over in Trenton High School tonight. With that, we're going to step aside. We'll come back after this 1-minute timeout as we continue on with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show from the NCC Sports Desk.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
And as we come back, the Divide County High School Band has been entertaining our audience here this evening. We've got a good crowd on hand tonight as they filter in for doubleheader action here on GameDay Media as well as in person. We encourage everybody to come out and support their teams, and glad to see the fans in the stands for sure, but there's an option if you can't make it. You can tune in to GameDay Media. No cost to subscribe, and enable all the notifications. Go to our YouTube channel called GameDay Media ND and enable all those notifications and subscribe at no cost, and give us a thumbs up every once in a while if you would. We'd appreciate that as well. And as we pause to honor the America, we're going to turn it over to our public address announcer and the Divide County High School pep band with the playing of our national anthem.
Tonight's game will be played on the regulations set forth by the North Dakota High School Activity
As we come back here, that was a nice rendition by the DC Pep Band under the direction of band director Miss Palvermacher, and we appreciate that. Time now for our Hauglin Insurance Services starting lineup as we transition for the girls, and we'll pick that up and take it down, and it'll be Avery Littlefield along with Abby Olson, Addison Donnelly, Erica Kettleson, and Kiana Johnson doing our broadcast, or doing our starting lineup tonight, sponsored by Hauglin Insurance Services here in Crosby, North Dakota. As we continue on, it'll be the home team on the scoreboard wearing their white uniforms with maroon and silver trim. Head coach is Ken Hardy. They'll go with Rita Oppegard at one guard position tonight. Skylar Weirman gets the start tonight. She is a 5'8" freshman for the Divide County Maroons. Another freshman, Audrina Forcher, gets the starting role tonight. Wears number 31. Maddie Fagerlund starting as a forward tonight. She's a 5'5" senior. And rounding out the starting lineup in the middle tonight, it'll be Billy Forcher. Forcher is a 6' senior for head coach Ken Harding in his 12th year. The Ray Jays, of course, are coached up by 4th-year head coach Matt Heyer. The Divide County Maroons coming into this game, again, if you're just joining us, with a 3-1 overall record. And the Ray Jays coming into the game with a 1-3 record, coming off of a loss last Tuesday night against the Tioga Lady Pirates by a score of 60-24. So they're looking to right the ship tonight against the home team on the scoreboard, the Divide County Maroons. We're just about underway. Our officials tonight: Mitch Volk is our lead official tonight. He's surrounded by Monty Lund and Andrew Nelson. There's the whistle as the Divide County Maroons will control the opening tip as Forcher brings the ball into the front court. Audrina goes right side to her cousin Billy Forcher. Now out on top, Fagerlund. Now here's Weirman, and Weirman gets called for the walk. Took too many steps as Monty Lund rang her up with the first turnover of the game as we're just underway here with 7:50 remaining in the first quarter. It'll be the first chance for the Ray Jays to get on the board here this evening. Abby Olson into the front court, gets a screen from Kettleson, loses the basketball, and then she gets called for the travel. So consecutive turnovers by both teams, Dylan, and not the way you really want to start out a game.
Not at all. Same thing happened, just drug their foot both times.
7:40 to go in the first quarter as Audrina Forcher goes right side, gets a screen from Billy Forcher, now looks inside, finds a wide open Forcher off the glass right side for the first 2 points of the game. And the Maroons are out on top on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, 2-0 against the Ray Jays. As the Jays come into the front court, and there's Weirman. She's going to pick up a kind of a silly foul for her. She did a little bit of a reach, and that'll cost her a foul, first team foul. Of course, once the fouls hit 5 1/4, then they go to the free throw line to shoot the double bonuses. And almost stepped out of over and back, but Avery Littlefield dribbling around, guarded there by Forcher. And now inside to Kinley Johnson. Johnson goes around her defender, reverse layup. Can't get the ball to fall here as the ball is rebounded by Skylar Weirman as she rushes into the front court, crosses the midcourt stripe, now goes right side, gets a screen from Forcher, the 6-foot post. She drives in, now kicks it out to Oppegard, and Oppegard's shot from the left elbow is no good and out of bounds. It'll go over to the Ray Jays. 6:49 remaining here in the opening game of our doubleheader tonight. The boys will take action tonight after this girls' game is completed. But right now, the Ray Jays trailing the Divide County Maroons 2-0. As Donnelly with the basketball gives it up to Abby Olson. Olson finds the lane, puts it up off with the last left hand, good for 2. And Abby Olson with the first 2 points for the Ray Jays. We're all knotted up at 2 apiece. As Skylar Weirman dribbles around, goes off the glass left side with the scoop shot and falls away empty. And the rebound taken away by the Ray Jays. If you're just joining us, my name's Randy Peterson alongside Dylan Loper here this evening, providing color commentary here, a local teacher in the Divide County school system, as we have a foul that's whistled against number 30 for the Divide County Maroons. That's her second foul. That's Skylar Weirman. That's not what Ken Harding wants to see out of her leading scorer, averaging about 18 points a game from what I understand. Here's a bump, and there's going to be a foul by the Divide County Maroons again, and Erica Kettleson will go to the free throw line as Billy Forcher caught her on the shot with the body, and it'll send Erica to the free throw line. Erica Kettleson, a 5'10" senior, will have 2 shots from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Rolls in and out on the first one. .553 remaining here in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 2 apiece as Kettleson tries to give the lead to the Ray Jays here early and doesn't get the roll here at Barry Hagen Court. Went 0 for 2 from the charity stripe that last possession. Now here come the Maroons again. Going to that favorite right side, they come on top to Maddie Fagerlund, guarded by Kinley Johnson. Fagerlund against this man-to-man pressure. Here's Riley Carabello, and Divide County Maroons lose the handle on it. Then the Ray Jays step out of bounds with it. Kind of couldn't keep her momentum from going out of bounds, so the ball goes back over to Divide County in a fresh 35 seconds on the shot clock. Carabello, a 5'8" 8th grader, into the game, replacing Skylar Weirman here early with 2 fouls in the contest. Now here's Carabello. That name probably sounds familiar from a year ago, as we have a shot, and it'll be another Ray J foul. Their first one, I guess, number 22. That is going to be Erica Kettleson with her first free throw, her first personal foul, as Maddie Fagerlund will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, Dylan. First one's up, high off the rim. Comes off the front iron, falls away, no good.
It was good to see him get the ball inside there, get rewarded with some free throws. Hopefully they can capitalize on it here.
Fagerlund's second free throw from the charity stripe. The Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line is good, and she's got her first point of the game, and it's a lead for the Maroons at 3-2 here. 5:15 remaining. Kettleson at the free throw line, goes back out to Olson. Olson pulls the trigger from 3, that's no good. Avery Littlefield puts up the shot, that one's no good. Littlefield follows with her own rebound, now throws it out in front, but throws it to Billy Forcher. And here's Forcher, and then Forcher's going to get called for a travel. Got ahead of herself a little bit and turns the ball back over. That's the second turnover for the Maroons here with 4:57 remaining in the first quarter. Ray J's averaging about 25 points a game. The Maroons are averaging about 40-some points a game, and here is the ball off the fingertips of Billy Forcher. Thought she was going to run over Abby Olson there for a minute.
She might have got away with a push there.
Yeah, I think so. Here's Donnelly with the basketball for the Jays. Goes into the paint, loses control of it, and then it's going to be called a travel against the Ray Jays for their second turnover of the quarter. And the ball goes back over to Divide County as the Ray Jays pull off any backcourt pressure coming into the front court. Here's Adrena Forcher running into Donnelly, lost the handle on it. Another turnover for the Divide County Maroons. Kinley Johnson, the senior for the Ray Jays. Going inside to Kettleson. Kettleson tries the reverse layup, blocked there by Forcher. Ball is off the fingertips of the Divide County Maroons as head coach Matt Heyer is going to bring in a couple substitution, young ones. Brinley Kincaid, a freshman, wears number 15, along with Brooklyn Edwards, wearing number 2, an 8th grader. We mentioned Brooklyn in our pregame show. Thought she's done a pretty good job coming in to play varsity action as the Ray Jays throw it away. It'll be a turnover against the Jays for their third turnover of the night. But Brooklyn has held her own as an 8th grader. Pretty good size and got a great outside shot, so looking for good things from Brooklyn Edwards here this season. And, it's a backdoor cut as Billy Forcher puts it down for the bucket for the Maroons. 5-2. The Maroons out on top. Here's an entry pass, tried to get it in to Kettleson. And then the Ray Jays lost the handle on it. And then we're going to have a foul called against the...
Neither team seems to get in much rhythm right now. They just got to settle down and execute.
The foul is against Brindley Kincaid, her first personal foul. It's the second team foul against the Ray Jays here from Barry Hagan Court. There's Forcher running the show from the top of the key for the Maroons. Brita Oppegard got bumped 3 times, didn't get fouled, but here's Adrina Forcher cleaning up the three-pointer, and that falls away, no good. So the Maroons come away empty on that possession with 3:22 remaining. We're glad to have you on board with us here tonight from GameDay Media from the Barry Hagan Court in Crosby, North Dakota. Barry Hagan, a longtime coach, as we have an offensive foul called against Erica Kettleson. And that's Kettleson's second personal foul. It's a third team foul, as the 3-point lead for the Maroons intact here as they come into the front court. Here's Maddie Fagerlund looking for a screen, now backs away from everybody, resets the offense for the Maroons. Oppegard there in the right wing. They get it into Forcher in the paint, drives in, puts it up. Good drive by Billy Forcher. Didn't get the bucket, but they're going to pick up the harm as the foul called against the Ray Jays, number 23. That'll be Kinley Johnson whistled for her first personal foul, and it will be a shooting foul for the Divide County Maroons senior, Billy Forcher, with 4 points on the night, leading the Maroons in scoring. The first one's up and off the front iron, no good.
Seems like when they get the ball in the post, good things have been happening. So if they can keep looking for that, they'll be all right.
Exactly. I mean, Forcher's played a lot of basketball in her day and kind of the senior leader of the team this year. And got some youthful players surrounding her this year, as they got an 8th grader and a freshman on the floor right now for the Divide County Maroons. And here's another poke check by Billy Forcher, but it comes back to the Ray Jays as Brooklyn Edwards has the basketball. Now goes up to Abby Olson as she resets the offense. Now here's Kincaid. Kincaid stops from the left elbow, and then travels with the basketball. Turnover number 5 against the Ray Jays, and with that we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're listening to District 7 girls basketball action here on GameDay Media. My name's Randy Peterson alongside Dylan Loper. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. MurexPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. St. Luke's located up here in Crosby, another proud supporter of GameDay Media. And here is a nice open shot and a nice find by the Maroons, finding Billy Forcher for an uncontested layup from the left side. And Forcher's got 7 of the 8 points for the Maroons. And now we're going to have a foul called against the Maroons. It's going to go against number 31, I believe, is who they whistled it against. That'll be Adrina Forcher with her first personal foul. This segment is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, the Larson Vossen Agency, located here in Crosby, North Dakota, where they sell crop, farm, and ranch, home, auto, commercial, health insurance. Shot put up by Brooklyn Edwards. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. That's the Larson Vossen Agency, your Farmers Union Insurance agents, located here in Crosby, North Dakota. 8-2. Maroons with the lead and the basketball. Here's Brita Oppegard from the free throw line. Kicks it out to Fogger and lets it fly from 3. That's off the mark, no good. And here comes Brindley Kincaid. Kincaid gives it to Kinley Johnson. Johnson short arms it from 3. Here comes Adrina Forcher going in off the glass right
nice
side.
Finish.
Nice bucket by Adrina Forcher. The freshman puts it down for her first 2 points of the game off the Ray Jays turnover. And now here is another turnover against Ray. Their 7th turnover of the night so far here in the first quarter. And that's one thing that Matt Heyer said that we need to clean up, is give us some opportunities to get some points rather than turnovers, as he's going to bring in Littlefield and Donnelly again to the game. Next opportunity for the Ray Jays. Oppegard has the ball poked out of her hands by Brooklyn Edwards. Now they give it up to Billy Forcher. Forcher looking inside, finds Fagerlund with the left hand. It's no good. And then we're going to be tied up as the possession arrow will favor the Ray Jays. Kinley Johnson comes out of the game. Sorry, Dylan, didn't mean to step on you there.
No, I was just going to say Ray just needs to not turn the ball over. They'll be all right. They just got to keep moving the ball, catch and shoot, simple, stay to the basics, and they'll be all right.
One of the things that head coach Matt Heyer said in our Continental Resources coaches' comments, they're going to try to get the ball and some shots away earlier in the possession if they can. As the ball taken out of the hands of Erica Kettleson by Billy Forcher. Forcher dribbles it in. Thought she almost called with a double dribble there, but no call from the officials here from the Williston Basin Officials Association. And there's another wide open look for Billy Forcher on a cut by Forcher as the Ray Jays lost track of her. And it's a 10-point lead, 12-2, as the Ray Jays with the basketball with under 15 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. Long three by Addison Donnelly, and that comes up way short. Not the shot that head coach Matt Heyer was looking for, I don't think, on that possession. And with 6.6 seconds to go, it'll be the Maroons coming into the front court. Forcher in a hurry, drives to the paint, kick out to Forcher from the right elbow. That's off the mark, no good. As the buzzer sounds to end our first quarter of play. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Divide County Maroons 12, the Ray Jays 2. We'll step aside. Come back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to District 7 coverage on your streaming leader in the Northwest, GameDay Media.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
As we come back on our Northwest Therapy Services start of the second quarter, the first possession of the quarter will go to the Divide County Maroons, up by 10 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, 12-2, as the Ray Jays just break huddle, getting final instructions from their fourth-year head coach, Matt Heyer. And here we're ready to play. Forcher walks into the front court, gives the ball up to Carabello. Riley now over to Jardine. And Adrina Forcher with the drive. Almost drug her foot, but here's Fagerlund, and then almost drug her foot. Here's a shot put up by the Jays, but the bucket, I believe that was Jardine, right? That got that bucket. Jada with her first bucket of the evening, coming off the bench for head coach Kent Harding. She is a 5'9" senior. Here's Kettleson, a little out of control, putting up the shot that's no good. Here come the running Maroons as Forcher goes in, puts it up off the glass, comes away empty. And now here's another turnover by Avery Littlefield. Turnover number 8 against the Ray Jays. 14-2 as we're just underway here in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to thank the Prairie Motors in Stanley, North Dakota. They devote themselves to helping and serving our customers to the best of their ability. with high-quality vehicles and service. Visit Matt Evans and his team over at Prairie Motors in Stanley, as a three-point attempt by Skylar Weirman falls away, no good. Back into the game, playing with 2 fouls. Donnelly goes left side to Brooklyn Edwards as Skylar Weirman defending against her. Now right side, Donnelly guarded there by Carabello, tries to go inside, finds Kettleson. Kettleson kick out to Brooklyn Edwards, puts up the shot. That's no good. The ball goes off the arms of Erica Kettleson and out of bounds. Last touch by the Ray Jays.
That was a good look for the Ray Jays right there, getting a ball reversal, getting a shot up, getting a post touch. That's the things you look for if you're coach higher.
Ava Long and Caden Sargent checking in for head coach Matt Heyer, replacing Brooklyn Edwards. And Erica Kettleson, I believe, is the other one that stepped away. Yeah, that's right. 14-2. As the Maroons come into the front court, dribbling to the right side, getting a screen. Now here's Fagerlund at the top of the key, goes left side to Weirman. Weirman drives to the baseline, a little scoop shot, up and under is no good.
There's nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Good defense by the Maroons. Almost a dribble, another treble, but Caden Sargent puts it in after all that's said and done. Sargent picking up her first bucket of the evening. And the Ray Jays have doubled their score from the first quarter. Not sure how that wasn't a foul, but got players
everywhere.
Players all over the floor. Here's Weirman with another shot. That comes away empty, no good. Almost like we're playing hockey out here. 14-4. Sargent in the middle. And she is going to get fouled as I believe Jada picks up her foul. That's going to be her first personal foul. Jada, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Desjardins, is that how you say it?
Desjardins, yep.
Desjardins, okay. Jada, a senior. Sargent toes the stripe for the first free throw attempt from the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Free throw line, I should say. Falls away, no good as Divide County comes in with Journey Weirman, I believe.
7th grader.
Second one is up by Sargent. So the more players that come in for Ken Harding, the younger they get. Number 10, Journey Weirman, with some good dribbling, gives it up to Fagerlund from the free throw line. It's no good as Sargent rips down the rebound for the Jays. Good look.
I'm surprised Ray's not pushing the ball a little bit more, trying to get some points out of transition.
And there is an offensive foul going against number 11, Caden Sargent, with a moving pick. And that is a timeout on the floor as head coach Matt Heyer seen enough. Wants to talk it over with 5:16 remaining here in the first half. My name's Randy Peterson, and you're watching District 16 basketball, girls basketball side of things here on GameDay Media. Back after this 30-second timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Divide County Maroons with a commanding 9-point lead, according to my Tioga High School math, 14-5. I got a math teacher sitting right next to me, so I got to make sure I got to use a calculator to add 2 + 2 anymore as an accountant.
I think you got that one.
Here's Skylar Weirman going coast to coast off the feed on the inbounds plate. Another 2 points, and now here's another travel for the Ray Jays.
Nice job by Journey getting her hands in there and causing that turnover even though she didn't get the steal.
No, you mentioned off camera a little bit this Journey Weirman, a younger sister of Skylar Weirman. You like what you see in some of her playing as a 7th grader here at the varsity level.
Yeah, she can really play. There's her sister.
Another 2 points for Skylar Weirman, the leading scorer for the Divide County Maroons. Now with 4 points on the night, all of them here in the second quarter. As the Ray Jays, Abby Olson regroups and gets the ball back out on top, and it's going to be run down by Abby Olson. Abby with the dribble, guarded there by Maddie Fagerlund. Now here is a steal by Journey. Journey with the right hand off the left glass, puts it in for her first bucket of the night. All divide right now. They're up by 15, 20-5. Here's another moving screen by Caden Sargent. Her second foul, both of them because of moving screens, and she's going to have a little conversation with her coaching staff, and Erica Kettleson will come back in as Aaron Hagan, one of the assistant coaches here for the Ray Jays. A Divide County graduate himself, now teaching in Ray, has a word with Cadence on some of the things you can and cannot do. Weirman, nobody moving for Divide County as the Divide County Maroons giving it to Skylar Weirman. Kick down low to Billy Forcher. Forcher off the glass, left side. Didn't get the roll here at Barry Hagan Court. And we're going to have a jump ball as Journey Weirman tied up Erica Kettleson, but it'll stay with the Ray Jays. And so with 3:46 to go, the Ray Jays try to cut this lead of 15 down a little bit on this possession.
Ray just keeps setting their offense so far away from the basket, it makes it harder for them to score right now.
Here's another travel whistled up by Andrew Nelson, one of our officials here tonight. And 11 turnovers according to my unofficial books here tonight. The Ray Jays with 10 shot attempts. And again, as Matt Heyer was talking to us during our pregame show, that's one of the things that the Ray Jays have got to try to improve on.
You're talking about your math skills. That's just not adding up right now for the Ray Jays.
Yeah, too many turnovers, and here's a Journey with the bump, no call. Puts up the shot, comes away empty as the Ray Jays come into the front court. Now over to Ava Long. They get it into Addison Donnelly. Donnelly drives the paint, puts up the shot, no good. Altered there by Riley Carabello. Then Carabello with a nice defense lands with the ball on her backside, gets called for the travel. So the ball will go back over to the Ray Jays. And with 21 seconds to go in the shot clock, 2:59 on the game clock, Brita Oppegard will come back in along with Audrina Forcher, replacing Riley Carabello and Madison Fagerlund. Maddie, I guess is what they call her, huh? 20-5 still, as I think Monty Lund is going to have a discussion with Andrew Nelson about the shot clock and whether or not they should get a new shot clock. And
it should reset where she had possession there, but I guess they disagree with me. Wouldn't be the first time Monty's disagreed with me.
Here is a steal by the Maroons, and now they get it back. The Ray Jays do, and then they get called for the carry.
Over and back there.
Yeah.
Late whistle, I guess.
Over and back. 2:51 to go in the half. Stay tuned. We'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report at the conclusion of this first half of play, as the Maroons have the basketball in the front court. Here's Forcher with the dribble. Goes beyond the three-point line, now gives it up to Journey. Now has the ball almost stolen away, but we're going to have a push called against Ava Long. That'll be Long's first personal foul.
That's a tough one. Journey just went down. She's so young, little small, got knocked over.
Kind of reminds me a little bit about Mache Miller up in Kenmare a little bit, just with their build and the knee braces that she wears. And we all know that Mache Miller knows where the hoop's at. And there's
nice
Journey
finish.
Talking about knowing where the hoop is at. Journey Weirman puts it in. She'll go to the free throw line for the and one, as a foul is whistled against number 12, Ava Long, with her second personal foul. And Journey tries to dot the I from the free throw line traditionally. Goes off the back iron, that's no good. Ball's on the deck, picked up there by the Ray Jays.
They got to look ahead there. They had a scoring opportunity.
Ava Long dribbles right side, now gives it up to Abby Olson on the right wing. Back out on top, Long finds it again. Now goes down low, throws it away. Turnover again for the Ray Jays as Skylar Weirman goes up front, tried to find Audrina Forcher. on the cut to the basket. Couldn't come up and couldn't connect. That'll be a turnover as we have another timeout on the floor. 2 minutes exactly to go in the half. You're listening and watching from GameDay Media here from District 7. Girls basketball action. My name's Randy Peterson. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, gives us a chance to thank some of our live read sponsors, including The Porch. Locally owned coffee shop in Ray, serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. That's Mandy Knox at The Porch and her team right on Highway 2 as you go through Ray. Stop by and support one of our GameDay Media sponsors called The Porch, owned and operated by Mandy Knox. Surge Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen. Our purpose is to enhance your natural beauty and give you the confidence that you need. Call Sarah in Tioga at 701-641-6429 or Corey at 701-870-0529 for your Hazen appointment. That's Surge Aesthetics with offices in Tioga and Hazen, North Dakota. Out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, it'll be tied up. And that'll be a turnover against the Ray Jays, their 8th of the quarter, 15th of the game. And with 1:51 to go, the ball turns over to the Divide County Maroons again. Journey brings the ball into the front court, goes right side to sister Skylar, I should say. Skylar with the shot from the right side, no good, as Brooklyn Edwards rips down the rebound, finds Kettleson. Nice feed down low to Donnelly. And there's the Ray Jays finding a little bit of success. Good
That's what
passing.
I think they need to do more of, is just get out in transition and look to run.
Rita Oppegard gives the ball up to Forcher, pulls the trigger from 3, no good. Long rebound comes out to Journey Weirman. Weirman directing the traffic, the 7th grader, gives it up to Forcher. That's Audrina, down low to Skylar Weirman all alone. And that's another bucket for Skylar, her 6th of the game.
Nice little flex action to get her open there.
Almost a steal, and it is a steal. As Weirman goes in with the right hand off the left glass for another 2 points, and the turnovers continue to add up for the Ray Jays. As Kinley Johnson comes into the front court with a slow dribble. Now drives to the paint, goes coast to coast, and then she's going to get fouled. She'll go to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line as the foul is whistled against number 10. That is Journey Weirman with her first personal foul.
She's just got to slide in there a little sooner, take that charge.
37 seconds to go. Kinley Johnson will shoot 2 and doesn't get the roll here. Looking for her first point of the night. Maroons led 12-2 at the end of the first quarter. They're up 26-7, 26-8 as Kinley Johnson knocks down the second of 2 free throws. See if the Maroons can tack on one more bucket here before the end of the first half. Ball's knocked out of bounds, last touch by Kinley Johnson. It'll stay with the Maroons.
Pretty young lineup out there for the Maroons right now. Oppegard, the only senior, with a bunch of freshmen and a 7th grader.
Right. Yeah, things looking promising here for the Divide County Maroons in the future. Journey gives it up to Brita Oppegard. Oppegard with the dribble, now hands it over to Audrina Forcher. 16 seconds to go. Here's a shot by Journey, goes up, comes through, but the ball hits the support cable on the basket, and that's out of bounds, so it goes back over to the Ray Jays. 11 seconds to go as they hustle into the front court. Shot clock is off. Here is Brooklyn Edwards putting up the shot. We're going to have a foul called with 4.9 seconds remaining. It'll be a foul call against number 5. That is Brita Oppegaard with her first personal foul, and it sends Brooklyn Edwards to the free throw line to shoot 2 from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. And the first one falls away, no good. Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Maroons 26, the Ray Jays 8 here from Barry Hagan Court. Second one is off the mark as well, as we're tied up. And the possession arrow will stay with the Jays, so they got 2.5 seconds to go here in the half to try to tack on another bucket to go into the locker room. They're down by 18, 26-8 right now. They tried to get it inside. Here's a steal. And as the buzzer sounds to end the first half of play, it's been all Divide County for the first 2 quarters. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Divide County Maroons 26, the Ray Jays 8. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our Bank of Tioga halftime report after this 3-minute timeout.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351. At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
As we come back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, it's been all Divide County here in this District 7 girls matchup. And I don't know, they got to sign that kid up to play basketball. I don't know if he plays or not, but he's warming up for the next game maybe.
Yeah, he's an 8th grader for us.
26-8. As the Maroons have the lead over the Ray Jays here in this District 7 matchup. Again, my name's Randy Peterson, alongside of Dylan Loper here this evening on our call of our doubleheader between the Jays and the Maroons. The boys will take the floor after the conclusion of this game. But as we look at our Bank of Tioga halftime report as a team, the Ray Jays only shooting 3 out of 12 from the field, 2 out of 8 from the free throw line. And they haven't had any three-pointers at all here in the first half of play, and they've committed. The big thing that kind of sticks out between Dylan and I is that they've had 17 turnovers in that first half of play, and so they got to try to right the ship here a little bit, try to throw the ball to hoop rather than throwing it away, that's for sure. And for the Divide County Maroons, 12 out of 28 from the field, shooting 40% from the, they're 2 out of 6. They're 2 out of 6 from the free throw line. And they have no three-pointers in that first half, and they've only committed 5 turnovers according to my unofficial scorebook here from Hagen Court in Crosby, North Dakota. With that, we'll step aside. We'll come back after this 2-minute timeout with more of our Bank of Tioga halftime report as we recap the individual stats. Back in 2 minutes.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Coming back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, it's the Divide County Maroons holding an 18-point lead over the Ray Jays, 26-8, as the Maroons outscored the Jays 12-2 in the first quarter, outscored them 14-6 in the second quarter, take a commanding 18-point lead to the locker room, as they're now just coming out of the locker room after getting some words of wisdom from head coach Ken Harding. But individually, the Maroons getting 6 players into the scorebook in the first half, led by Billy Forcher with 9 points, all of them into the first quarter. 8 points knocked in by Skylar Weirman, all of those points coming in the second quarter. And then it's 4 points for Journey Weirman, 2 points each for Jada Jardine and Audrina Forcher, and rounding out the scoring for the Maroons with 1 point is Maddie Fagerlund for a total of 26 team points here tonight in the first half. And as we continue on here, The Ray Jays had 4 players getting into the scorebook. Leading scorer is Caden Sargent with 3. 2 points each for Abby Olson, Addison Donnelly, and 1 point for Kinley Johnson. Playing but not scoring is Avery Littlefield, Brinley Kincaid, Erica Kettleson, and Ava Long. And playing but not scoring for the Maroons is Brita Oppegard and Riley Carabello. And I believe that's it. So we'll keep it right here as we want to promote a little bit of a podcast, including that is Swim Lessons by Dallas Hansen. Dallas has a weekly podcast that usually shows up on a Wednesday of each week, and someday down the road you may see somebody from GameDay Media on that podcast. We don't know when that's going to be, but it's very interesting. I know he's been able to interview and talk to the voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen, and a coach for the Minnesota Vikings, and talked with the namesake here at Hagen Court, Barry Hagen, not too long ago on his podcast called Swim Lessons. And as we start our Northwest Therapy Services start of the second half, we'd invite you to tune in on all the different available media outlets for Swim Lessons with Dallas Hansen. 26-8 as we're underway. Divide County with the first possession. Missed Billy Forcher on the back cut, and now seems like they're gonna soak the clock a little bit here to me. But they're gonna try to work it in to get the best possible shot that they can on each possession. So they got 12 seconds on the shot clock here. Down low, here's Brita Oppegard. Oppegard's gonna get fouled, and there'll be a foul called with the push against number 10. That is Addison Donnelly picking up her first personal foul of the contest, and it sends Brita Oppegard to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the shooting free throws.
Pretty good offense there by the Maroons, running that flex a little bit, getting a shot up with 7 seconds on the shot clock. That's exactly what you want to see with this kind of lead.
27-8 as Oppegard puts down the first of 2 free throws. Second one falls away no good, but the long rebound comes out to Billy Forcher. Weirman's not going to waste any time throwing it up from 3, and that one's no good. It's last touch by the Maroons and out of bounds. It goes back over to the Ray Jays. Jays are down by 19, 27-8. As Avery Littlefield sends the ball over on the right side, lands in the hands of Kinley Johnson. Now back out on top.
I like that they're running a little offense here, not turning the ball over early in the shot clock, but they still got to get it inside here.
Now look at the basket a little bit. It's nice to do the passes, but sometimes you got to throw it up. And here's Kinley Johnson with the left-handed layup, and just comes away empty.
Pretty good look for them, though.
It was. After getting some advice from head coach Matt Heyer and his coaching staff at Ray, coming out, getting a shot away anyway. Here's Maddie Fagerlund. Over to Forcher, looking down low. Now gives it out on the right wing to Adrina Forcher. Forcher with the dribble, goes back beyond the three-point line, gives it up to Weirman. Inside, here's Forcher, missed the bunny, gets her own rebound, going to run it down. Who's going to be off of? It's going to be off the Ray Jays. It'll stay with the Divide County Maroons, and here comes Brinley Kincaid replacing Avery Littlefield. So a freshman, Brinley Kincaid, very good volleyball player for head coach Angie Kincaid, her mother, finding some action here on the basketball court at Hagen Court in Crosby.
I like that the Maroons are really taking their time on offense here, trying to take the best shot possible.
Forcher gives it up. Fagerlund looks down low, tries to get an entry pass into Oppegard, and threw it away.
Got to reverse that ball. Don't have to force it inside.
Brinley Kincaid, nice little move there. Finds the range from the left-handed layup side of things and puts it down for the first point for the Ray Jays here in the second half. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're listening and watching Game Day Media coverage here in District 7 girls basketball action. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othion Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
And as we come back, gives us an opportunity to thank Brevera Bank, located over in Stanley, North Dakota, a proud supporter of the Stanley community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. That's Heath Hetzel, the market president of Brevera Bank, located on Main Street in Stanley, North Dakota. And out of the St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Maroons with the basketball up by 17, 27-10. Here's Forcher standing at the right elbow, entry pass into Skylar Weirman. And the Ray Jays are going to be whistled for the foul. It's going to go against Brindley Kincaid. Her second foul of the contest. That's the second team foul here in the third quarter. And it'll be a shooting foul as Skylar Weirman toes the stripe at the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line and comes away empty on the first one.
If I'm Coach Harding, I'm just going to keep running that flex there. They seem to be getting layups out of it and just wasting time at the same time. That's a win-win.
Yeah, especially with a 17-point lead, kind of in control of the game, it seems, as Journey Weirman checks back in for head coach Harding. Second free throw by Weirman is at the bottom of the net. So 9 points for the freshman for Divide County, Skylar Weirman. She now has tied with the most points for the Divide County Maroons with Billy Forcher, both with 9 points here. Donnelly looking for somebody at the top of the key. Nobody was there, but the ball lands in the hands of Kinley Johnson. Here is Kincaid kicking with a kick out, tried to get it out. Now it's on the floor as we're rolling around, and we're going to be timeout called by head coach Matt Heyer. With 4:55 remaining, we're going to keep it right here as we give due to some of our other sponsors that help all this make possible. That is DA Land LLC, established in 2021, providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, feed and pet supplies to the Tioga area. Technex Solutions LLC, offering measurement sales, service, and support for oil and water measurement equipment in the Bakken. Call Jason at Technex Solutions at 701-641-0647 or get a hold of him at his email address, jason@technexsolutions.com. Also, a great Christmas present. You want to get your order in soon at the 701 Cornhole Company, located in Mandan, North Dakota. Making your cookouts even better, visit their website at 701cornholecompany.com to see what they can make for you and put something under the Christmas tree from 701cornholecompany.com. And there's the whistle as we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. Entry pass into Donnelly. And Donnelly's going to go to the free throw line off the foul committed by the Divide County Maroons number 5, Brita Oppegard.
That's what they got to do, just pound it inside. They have to get it inside.
First free throw by Donnelly is hitting nothing but the bottom of the net as Riley Caraballo comes back in for head coach Kent Harding, replacing Brita Oppegard. I think we were talking off air. Brita is trying to raise some money to go over to Europe and play in a band over there, from what I understand, a select band. Is that right, Dylan? I don't know if you know anything about that, but
I'm not exactly sure how it all works, but they travel around Europe a little bit. I know one of my golfers is doing that as well, and it sounds like a pretty cool trip for a kid to take.
Sounds like a fun time, and quite an honor to be selected for that honors band for sure.
Kind of surprised neither team has gone to a zone this whole game. Both teams have been playing man the whole time.
Here's a shot put up by Skylar Weirman. Kind of got mauled, but no call.
Double dribble.
And there's a double dribble. First turnover of the second half against the Ray Jays, coming at the 4:32 mark of the third quarter. So the ball goes back over to the Maroons as the freshman duo in the backcourt, Skylar Wehrman, gets the ball into Audrina Forcher. Now here's Journey Wehrman, and we're going to have a foul call. It'll be a non-shooting foul. The third team foul call against number 14. That's
fourth team foul. Jeepers.
Fourth team foul. Gretchen Hickel into the game for head coach Matt Heyer, picking up her first foul of the contest.
Now with the new rule, they'll be shooting free throws on the next one, wouldn't they?
Yeah, yep. Forcher misses the first one, makes the second one. Got 2 opportunities on the offensive rebound. Pad the stats a little bit.
She's had a nice game.
Yeah. She's got 11 points on the night so far, as they're going to have a foul call against the Divide County Maroons. I believe they're going to call Audrina Forcher with the foul. Yeah, Audrina just picked up her second personal foul. As Brinley Kincaid goes high with the free throw and gets the roll off the front lip. Puts it down for another point with 3 points on the night. Can make it 4. 30-12 right now. Second one is high again, but that one missed the rim, and so we have to take it out of bounds. .410 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 30-12. Here come the Maroons again into the front court. Forcher dribbles to the left side, now gives it out on top to Skylar Wehrman with the dribble. Gets a screen from her sister, Journey. Now Journey resets the offense, now gives it up to Carabello. Looks down low, then goes left side on the wing to Billy Forcher. Pick and roll, and the shot put up there by Audrina Forcher. That's a missed opportunity.
Journey with the steal.
Another turnover for the
good pass.
fine sister Skylar with the cut, and Skylar puts it in.
That's a connection we might see for a few years there.
Boy, they're going to be a team to contend with, I think, in the next few years, and looking for their 4th consecutive win here tonight against the Ray Jays. But like Kent Harding said in our pregame show, the wins were kind of hard to come by last year. And gives everybody a little bit of better step when they can get a few wins. And we're going to have a shooting foul called against the Divide County Maroons. Again, that's going to go against Audrina Forcher. That's her 2nd consecutive foul. Her third personal foul. It's the 3rd team foul. Shooting foul as Brinley Kincaid goes in with another free throw. Goes high with it. Hits the bottom of the net.
She has a nice stroke with that high arc shot.
Very good. Tell you what, she knows where the ball's at on the volleyball court. She is running around helter-skelter, and she is a good little libero for head coach Angie Kincaid. Not kidding you. She misses that free throw, but the ball lands in the hands of the Ray Jays, and it's going to be off the foot of the Divide County Maroons, so it'll stay with Ray as Jada Jardine checks back in. The senior replaces Audrina Forcher with 3 personal fouls. They got a pass that goes off the leg of the Divide County Maroons. They almost had Erica Kettleson wide open, but
it's got to be a little earlier there.
Pretty good defensive play. Gives the ball back over to Ray. The ball went off the hands of the leg of the Maroons. Now they got to get the ball inbounded. They're looking like they're having trouble, and they do. It's a violation. It's a 5-second violation, as nobody got open in that deep corner.
It's a tough spot to inbound the ball. Just tough angles there.
So Monty Lund talking with boys basketball head coach.
Bergie's already in his ear. Usually he waits a little bit, but.
There's behind the back dribble by Skylar Wehrman, finding Journey. Little sister inside to Riley Carabello. Oh. Nice move and a shot with the left hand. And then we're going to have a foul called against the Jays.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice young core the Maroons have. You know, Riley Carabello, brings nice size.
Foul whistle against number 2, Brooklyn Edwards for the Ray Jays. That is the 5th team foul, so from here on out for the next 2 minutes and 44 seconds in the third quarter, every foul committed by the Ray Jays will send the Maroons to the free throw line to shoot a double bonus as Riley Carabello's off the front lip on the first one. Still looking for her first point of the night.
This new free throw roll's really throwing me off.
Yeah.
It'll take me a few times to get used to this.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean, brings in a different coaching strategy, perhaps. You know, if you want to be a little bit more aggressive and you got some fouls to give at the end of a quarter, you don't have to worry about those fouls continuing on in the next quarter. And
yeah, I don't mind it at all. It just it's going to take a little time to get used to. That's for sure.
That's a double dribble. So 33-13 with 2:27 to go here in this third quarter. Again, we'll have an abbreviated DNL Paraffin postgame show as we have our second game of our doubleheader in store for you this evening. As the boys take the court, same 2 teams, as Skylar Weirman comes up empty.
They got to look ahead. There you go. Just a little late.
Ball lands in the hands of Brooklyn Edwards, who throws it at the basket and get a shot away.
That's what they need to do. They just got to get that pass a little earlier, and I think they'll be scoring a lot more than 13 in the third.
Yeah. They're down by 20, 33-13. And again, pretty deliberate offense. Here's a back cut by Skylar Weirman. Count the basket for Weirman off the assist by younger sister Journey. And she'll go to the free throw line as the harm committed by number 22, Erica Kettleson.
Yeah, I think Coach Harding's going to like that connection for a few years.
Yeah. Billy Forcher will check in for Jada Jajardine at the 143 mark. As Kettleson picks up her third personal, Skylar toes a stripe from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. And that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Maroons as Weirman unsuccessful on the and one. I guess they're going to say the ball went off the Ray Jays. Initial was that they were going to give it up to the, wait a minute now. Now Andrew Nelson and Monty Lund are going to talk about it. As the officials, there's some new rules on out of bounds as well, and probably taking a little getting used to as well, as they're going to keep it right there. Monty Lund. Inside entry pass to Billy Forcher. Forcher altered there by Kettleson. Shot put up by Fagerland. It'll stay with the Maroons.
Couple good looks.
1:32 remaining here in the third quarter. Inside to Forcher, and Forcher there with another bucket, and we're going to have a foul.
She's really having a nice game today.
Billy is, yeah. Nice foul. A foul called by against Erica Kettleson, I believe, is who they rung up. As Riley Carabello will check out of the game, replacing her as Brita Oppegard, as Kettleson picks up her 4th personal foul. It sends Billy Forcher to the and one free throw from the Souris Valley Dental Group's free throw line, where she comes away empty.
Neither team shooting super high percentage from the free throw line tonight.
I think this new rule is going to force teams to practice a little bit more from the free throw line in practice.
Yeah.
Now here's an interception by Journey. Journey Weirman challenges.
She ain't scared.
It's not the size of the dog, it's the fight in the dog. And Journey Weirman goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the foul committed by Addison Donnelly, her 3rd personal foul. As Journey Weirman, a 5'4", 7th grader, doesn't get the roll here at her home court. She's got 4 points on the night so far. With 1:05 remaining, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, 37-13. The Maroons with the lead as Journey puts down the second of 2 free throws, now with a total of 5 points. Now there's a throwaway by the Ray Jays again, and now it's a double dribble by Billy Forcher, kind of uncontested. She says, what am I doing dribbling the basketball here? Give it up to a guard. As Skylar Werman will check out, Adrena Forcher will check back in for head coach Kent Harding and the Divide County Maroons, and we're under 55 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 38-13. Brooklyn Edwards with the basketball. Gives it up to Gretchen Hickel.
There you go. Got to get it inside.
Pass to Kettleson.
Ooh.
Doesn't get the roll here, and the rebound taken down by Forcher. Long pass up front. There's a double dribble by Maddie Fagerlund.
Maybe she gives that up just a little bit earlier. Get a little give and go action on this fast break.
Turnover number 3 in the quarter, 8 in the game for the Divide County Maroons as the Ray Jays down by 25, 38-13. They try to go inside to Kettleson, and another turnover.
Smart play by Journey, waiting to settle, and there goes the shot. There goes that strategy. Guess not.
38-13. I just want to play, coach.
Yeah. If you're open, shoot it.
Kettleson loses the basketball underneath the basket as the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. Your score at the end of 3, it's the Divide County Maroons 38, the Ray Jays 13. We'll step aside. Come back with our Northwest Therapy Services start of the fourth quarter after this 1-minute timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
End of the third quarter, and we start our Northwest Therapy Services start of the fourth quarter. It's a 25-point lead for the Divide County Maroons over the Ray Jays, 38-13. My name's Randy Peterson, alongside Dylan Loper here this evening, and my production crew on the computer tonight is Caden Keller, and my cameraman giving you the eyes here tonight is James Myers. And this guy's having a good time with us. We appreciate our production team, as we got about 5 of them that are helping Game Day Media with our coverage here this season. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's no cost to subscribe at YouTube. At YouTube, it's Game Day Media ND. And enable all the notifications. That way you'll get an alert every time we go on the air. We got about 50-some games that we're doing for our winter season, as we're having a little bit of a delay getting going here. As not sure what they're talking about, but it gives us a chance to promote us a little bit. If you like what you're hearing and seeing, make sure you give us a thumbs up if you would, and that just helps everybody here in YouTube world, and helps us. If you like and subscribe, it helps our clients. It also helps our viewerships, as we're still continuing on here. And as now we got Kent Harding and Matt Heyer both talking to our officials, Andrew Nelson, Mitch Volk, and Monty Lund.
Wonder if they're talking quarters, or I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Coach Hagan brought it to the ref's attention. I'm not sure what they're discussing.
So we can recap a little bit. The Divide County Maroons 16 out of 42 from the field through the first three quarters, 6 out of 16 from the free throw line. There's no team that has got a three-pointer yet in this contest, and the Divide County Maroons with 8 turnovers through the first 3 quarters. Only 4 out of 16 from the field for the Maroons, or for the Ray Jays, excuse me. 5 out of 13 from the free throw line, no three-pointers for the Ray Jays, and the Jays guilty of 24 turnovers through the first 3 quarters of the game. I want to thank Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, located in Tioga and Main Street. They're your full-service salon and spa. You can follow them on Facebook at Hidden Beauty. Also, Kyle Hansen, your Thrivent Financial Advisor, located over in Stanley, North Dakota. For all your financial needs and planning needs, visit Kyle Hansen or Becky Gettle over in Stanley, and visit them at 701-628-2384. That's Kyle Hansen and Becky Gettle.
Nice backdoor.
Skylar Wehrman, the beneficiary of a nice pass. Backdoor cut. It's 40-13. Now here's another steal almost as Littlefield runs down the basketball, gives it up to Ava Long, and we're just all kind of tied up here with another turnover for the Ray Jays. Off the jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Divide County Maroons. Maroons need 3 to make it a 30-point lead. They're up 40-13 right now.
There hasn't been a 3 all game, so maybe this is the time.
They go inside. Forcher left all alone for another easy basket under the basket. Left side for her 15th point of the night.
That's been there all game. They just get it inside to her, and she's done a nice job finishing.
Here's Abby Olson driving to the paint, kicks it out. Now on top, Ava Long pulls the trigger. That is no good as Forcher pulls down the rebound, slows things up. Finds Adrina Forcher as she walks the ball over the half-court stripe.
I think she heard Harding's voice in her head on that one. She wanted to pull the trigger.
And Fagerlund missed a backdoor cut, now finds Skylar Wehrman on the left wing. Skylar tries to go behind her back, interrupted there by Ava Long, and it's going to be a jump ball. And this time it'll be possession arrow in favor of the Ray Jays. That'll be counted as a turnover against the Maroons, their 8th of the game. And with 6:10 remaining here in this first game of our doubleheader coverage from Hagen Court, shot put up by Ava Long as Kinley Johnson's going to get called for the travel.
She kind of just got stuck down there.
Yeah, we'll get boys on the floor after this game is completed. So we see the Ray Jays outside cheering on their teammates on the Ray Jay girls, getting ready for our game tonight, along with everybody involved over at Ray there, including all the coaches. Michael Bergstrom, Matt Ray, and Arlie Larson. Here's a shot put up by the Maroons. Another put up
Good
by
box out there by 23.
Billy Forcher. Kinley Johnson, putting her body on the 6-foot Billy Forcher. Kinley now with it, gives it up to Ava Long. Ava Long loses the handle on it, another turnover. As Forcher this time decides to wait for the guards to come get the ball. Journey Wehrman does just that.
There's
Back
Flex.
door, there is Skylar Wehrman with the bucket and another assist. And Wehrman now with 17 points on the night. And it'll be a running clock from here on out as the Maroons hold a 31-point lead. And there's going to be a travel called against the Divide County Maroons. I don't know if you can even call that a turnover as the ball was on the deck. And Billy Forcher going to come out of the game. She's got 15 points. Leading scorer for both teams is Skylar Wehrman with 17. Didn't have any in the first quarter. Here's a throwaway by the Ray Jays. And now here is the ball, last touched by Skylar Wehrman. And
set his cramp, hopefully.
yeah, Wehrman is going to hobble off as
yep, Just a cramp, she said.
Yeah, as number 20 checks in, that is Paige Smithberg, finding her first action here tonight. Shot put up by Ava Longs off the side of the backboard. It's no good. So the clock continues to run here. Divide County Maroons are going to extend their winning streak to 4 as they improve to 4-1. Forcher pulls up for 3. That's no good. As the rebound comes back into play, it lands right in the hands of Riley Carabello, and Riley, the beneficiary of a nice feed by the Ray Jays.
That's why you don't save it underneath your own basket. Just let it go. Live another day. Oh, good pass. Oh.
3:40 to go as the Ray Jays still have the basketball, down by 33.
Ray hasn't had a field goal this quarter, have they?
No.
Or this half?
They got one in the third quarter with Brindley Kincaid, but other than that, it's not gone Ray's way tonight.
It's been pretty dry. Maroons are going to get younger and younger. Another 8th grader checking in.
Forcher's going to get called for the travel. Kind of got pushed over. Divide County. Brindley Kincaid at the free throw line, gives it up to Ava Long, puts up the 3-pointer that's no good. And then we're going to have a foul whistled against the Ray Jays. It's going to go against number 10, Addison Donnelly, picking up her 4th personal foul. Stay with us as we'll keep the feed going after the conclusion of this game, as we'll have boys action. It'll be the Divide County Maroons, the home team on the scoreboard, hosting the Ray Jays tonight. As Carabello puts it up with the left hand, no good. Smithberg, it goes off of her hands and out of bounds. Last touch by the Maroons, so it goes back over to the Ray Jays.
Good to see young players using that left hand there.
Yeah. We'll try to name our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game as we head down to the floor during our intermission here. And we'll come back and we'll name that, as we won't be able to interview any coaches on our post-game show because of the things that we're doing during the pregame of the next game. Here's Paige Smithberg trying to find Carabello under the basket, and that's a turnover against Divide. Ball goes off the hands of the Maroons as Jada Desjardins comes back in for head coach Kent Harding, as Riley Carabello will have a seat on the bench. With 3 points tonight for Riley, probably seeing her last minutes of the game here tonight. As the ball goes off the hands of Brindley Kincaid, another turnover for the Ray Jays. 1 minute to go.
Boy, that clock goes fast when it's running.
Yeah. Rose Neal into the game for the Divide County Maroons, gives it up to Smithberg. Now Neal gets it back on the left side over there, gets a screen. As head coach Ken Harding has emptied his bench. Shot put up by Journey Weirman. Weirman gets her nose in there, ties it up. It'll stay with the Divide County Maroons. As Neal will trigger the inbounds pass for the Maroons. Entry pass into Jada Desjardins. Kick out there, and that shot put up by number 14. That is
Eileen Knutson.
Eileen Knutson. And here's a travel called against the Maroons. Their 5th of the quarter, only their 13th turnover of the game, as the final score will be, it'll be the Divide County Maroons with a very sound victory, 46-13 of the in the first game of our doubleheader coverage here on Game Day Media. convincing win in District 7 play for the Maroons as they increase their record to 4-1. The Divide County Maroons will fall to 1-4 on the season. We're going to step away. The Ray Jays will fall to 1-4 on the season. With that, we're going to step away. We're going to try to go take a picture of our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game as we continue on. Before we do that, we're going to find Caden Keller going to do our pregame show. We'll have our coach's comments with head coach of the Ray Jays, Michael Bergstrom, as we continue on here on our DNL Paraffin postgame show. Back after this 1-minute timeout, and then after that we will do our coach's comments.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed. Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
Again from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Michael Bergstrom of the Ray Jays boys basketball team to talk about their upcoming game this evening with the Divide County Maroons. And first of all, Coach Bergstrom, thanks for making yourself available here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
Thanks for having me.
After a weather postponement last Friday night against the Tioga Pirates, the Jays are finally able to take the floor tonight for the first time this season against players who aren't their teammates, and as you take on the Divide County Maroons. After 3 weeks of preseason training and practice, what do you feel will be a strength of the Ray Jays youthful team this year, Coach?
Through our 3 weeks now, I guess, of practice, our energy and our enthusiasm has been really good. We've been having really, really good effort. We always say you can't coach effort, but I feel like our effort's been a little bit different than standard. So that's been good. And we're just ready to get after it and see how things go.
You've been the head coach for the Ray Jays for a few years now, and I think your assistant coach, Arlie Larson, has been alongside you since you took over the reins as the head coach. Kind of nice to look down the bench and see Arlie sitting on the bench providing that valuable support along with assistant coach Matt Ray, Mike.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah, basketball, as far as I know it, in Ray is Arlie Larson, and my whole experience with basketball in Ray has been with Arlie, whether he's been my coach or him being the head coach and now him being the assistant coach. So, what he brings to our program, to our team, to our kids is invaluable, and what he brings to me is invaluable.
As you look at the game tonight against the Maroons, they have a new coach this year, and they graduated out some very good talent off of last year's team. You were able to scrimmage the Maroons a couple of weeks ago, so you know a bit about them. What kind of game are you expecting tonight against the Maroons, and what do you feel will be an important factor for the Jays to claim a District 7 win in your season opener tonight, Coach?
Well, anytime you get a new coach, it seems like teams come out and play with a lot of energy and a lot of optimism. I believe this will be their home opener as well, so they're going to be ready to roll. Stockton Nelson, has the most amount of experience for them right now, and he's a good basketball player, so we'll have to be aware of him. But we don't really know a whole lot about him. I've watched their Alexander film to pick up as much as I could, but right now we're more worried about ourselves, and we're going to control what we can control, and we like our chances going in there by just doing that.
Well, you've been listening to head coach Michael Bergstrom here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments, the head coach for the Ray Jays. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll talk with the Divide County Maroons head coach Zach Johnson as we continue with the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from some of our great GameDay Media sponsors.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othion Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we come back into Game Day Media from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to our Continental Resources Coaches Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with head coach Zachary Johnson of the Divide County Maroons to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening with the Ray Jays. And first of all, Coach, thanks for making yourself available here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments.
Yeah, no problem, Randy. Appreciate it.
As you take over the reins for the Divide County Maroons boys basketball program, I'd like to say congratulations on being named the new head coach. And since we haven't talked in the past, tell me a little bit about yourself, such as your main job, family, and those kind of things, Coach.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Randy, for the kind words there. Yeah, I am a high school social studies history teacher at Divide County High School. Last couple of years, I've been the assistant girls basketball coach under Kent Harding. So I've had some experience
in our school coaching a little bit. First head coaching job though, so it's a little bit of a change and kind of a learning curve that we're getting through at the moment. Family wise, I am married. I just got married this past summer to my wife Josie, who is also a teacher at Divide County, and we really like the community. We love it here, and hopefully we're sticking around for the long haul.
The Maroons graduated 4 starters off of last year's team, and it seems like this may be a rebuilding year of sorts. Your lone starter from a year ago, Stockton Nelson, who is expected to provide some leadership this year, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
What will be your strength this year, and what do you see as challenges going forward throughout the season, Coach?
Well, in terms of strength, I think we have some guys that are fairly athletic and can use that to our advantage. We got some quickness, and we lack a lot in size and experience. I mean, our weaknesses are probably more apparent to people looking into our program. As you pointed out, Stockton's our only returning starter from last season, and we did have Hunter Nelson, who gave some minutes to the varsity last year as well, so he brings a little bit of experience. But aside from those two, we have very few pieces that have really had much varsity experience. So I do think there's going to be a lot of learning as the season goes. We'll take our lumps here and there, but I do think we're a competitive group. I think there's kids that want to get better, and really I don't see any reason why they won't get better as the season progresses. It's kind of going to be a trial by fire situation, but I think we can be competitive with several teams in our district. So I'm looking forward to a good season.
As we look at the game tonight against the Ray Jays, they seem to be like you with a younger team this year, and that could also be labeled as a rebuilding year for the Ray Jays. What do you expect from the Jays this evening, and what do you feel will be a key factor for your Maroons to be able to get a District 7 win tonight, Coach?
Well, you kind of pointed it out already. I mean, it's kind of a youth movement with both these teams. We did get a chance to scrimmage against Ray a couple weeks ago now, and they really they came out firing and really put a lot of pressure on our guards. We expect to see a lot of press against these guys. They'll change up their defenses. Coach Bergstrom has them playing really, really hard. I know they're young guys. While they might lack some experience, they've been playing together for a long time, and I think traveling around the state and other places as well, just getting in a lot of basketball. So where they might not have the varsity experience, they're still ball players and they know how to play. So we're going to have to come out ready to go, a lot of intensity right away, and be locked into what we want to do, and not worry so much about, or not really play into Ray's hands. I think they want to speed us up and turn us over a lot, and we got to be calm, cool, and collected and find a way to get into what we want to do.
You've been listening to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments with Divide County Maroons head coach Zach Johnson, and we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll continue with the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from a few of our great GameDay Media sponsors.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 419-8900 or visit surrisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
As we come back out of that coach's comments, again, my name's Randy Peterson. And as we look and transition and find our starting lineups for our game this evening, it'll be that one right there. We transition to our starting lineups tonight for the Ray Jays on our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup. For the visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Ray Jays, they have a different starting lineup than they would have had last week against Tioga because Carter Hartsock not available tonight as a player for the Ray Jays, and so they're going to go with the following starters tonight. At a sophomore, standing 6 foot, it'll be Brody Sinar. Kason Bergstrom gets to start tonight at a guard, standing 6'1". He's a junior and wears number 4. Then the 3 forwards. It'll be Austin Swanchera, a 6'5" senior wearing number 1. Grady Perizic, a 5'10" sophomore wearing number 2, getting the start tonight, along with Jace Becker, wearing number 0 tonight, standing 5'11". He is an 8th grader on your Haugland Insurance starting lineups for the Ray Jays. The Ray Jays are coached up by Michael Bergstrom and assisted by Matt Ray and longtime assistant coach Arlie Larson. When you think about Ray Athletics, you always got to think about Arlie Larson. He's been there a long time and providing valuable guidance and assistance to head coach Michael Bergstrom, and then a Crosby native, Dylan. What's
Tyler Deering?
Tyler Deering, also on the coaching staff for the Ray Jays. I remember him playing a few years ago.
Yep, he was the first class that I coached when I got up here.
Okay, so maybe he's going to inject everything you taught him, huh?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
As we continue on with our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineups for the Divide County Maroons, it'll be Damon Bowling, a 5'11" sophomore wearing number 2. Hunter Nelson, a junior, standing 5'10". At a guard, another guard, Stockton Nelson, the lone returner for the Divide County Maroons, standing 6'2" and a sophomore, wearing number 14 tonight. Hayden Smithberg gets the nod at forward. He's a 6' junior wearing number 24. And rounding out the starting lineups for the Divide County Maroons and head coach Zach Johnson in his first year as the head coach for the Divide County Maroons, it'll be Zachary Vignes. Vignes, a forward, standing 6'2". He is a senior and wears number 40. So again, on our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineups tonight for the 0-1 Divide County Maroons, their head coach is Zach Johnson in his first year as the head coach for the Maroons, replacing Dallas Hansen from a year ago. Zach was an assistant coach for girls basketball program last year under Kent Harding, now takes the reins as the head coach for the Divide County boys basketball program. It'll be Damon Bowling, Hunter Nelson, Stockton Nelson, Hayden Smithberg, and Zachary Vignes as the starters on our starting lineups. And with that, we're going to send it back to the studio for one more timeout. It'll be 1 minute as we welcome on our KTGO listeners down at Flag Family Media, picking up our second game of our doubleheader tonight. Glad to have you on board at 1090 AM and 92.7 FM. My name's Randy Peterson alongside Dylan Loper tonight as we have our second game of our doubleheader. It'll be the Ray Jays versus the Divide County Maroons. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this 30-second timeout.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
And as we come back here to Hagen Court in Crosby, North Dakota, my name's Randy Peterson alongside Dylan Loper as we have our second game of our doubleheader action here on GameDay Media. It'll be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Ray Jays, and their opponent tonight, our hosts tonight, the Divide County Maroons. Again, the Ray Jays are coached up by head coach Matt Heyer in his 12th year as a head coach for the Ray Jays. And as we pan our camera on the Ray Jays starting lineup tonight, they're wearing their black uniforms with red and white trim tonight. It'll be Jace Becker getting a nod tonight as a starter, an 8th grader for the Ray Jays. Austin Swanchera, 6'5" senior, getting the nod tonight, playing forward for head coach Matt Heyer, along with Grady Parizic wearing number 2 tonight. Parizic as a sophomore, and then his counterpart, a sophomore, wearing number 3 tonight, as Brody Sinar. And as Kason Bergstrom rounds out the starting lineup, a junior for head coach Michael Bergstrom, This is the first game that they are playing here tonight of their season, as they got weathered out last Friday night against the Tioga Pirates down in Ray. So they're getting to play somebody other than their own teammates tonight. And for the Divide County Maroons, it'll be Damon Bowling getting the nod tonight at guard for head coach Zach Johnson, along with number 11, Hunter Nelson. And then number 14, Stockton Nelson, getting the start. He's a sophomore, standing 6'2". Number 24 is Hayden Smithberg, a 6' junior for the Divide County Maroons. And rounding out the starting lineup, Zach Vignes, a 6'2" senior for Divide County. Again, our officials tonight out of the Williston Basin Officials Association. It'll be Andrew Nelson along with Mitch Volk, and our lead official tonight is Monty Lund, longtime referee for the area, along with Andrew Nelson. Haven't seen too much of Mitch Volk, but seen him a couple times this year. There's the whistle. The tip is controlled by the Ray Jays, wearing their black uniforms, going from left to right on your TV screen. As Bergstrom with the basketball, pressure put on by Divide County.
I have a feeling this game's going to be a little bit faster pace than the last one.
Could be. I know the Ray Jays are going to have a foul called against number 40, Zach Vignes, with a holding foul. It's a non-shooting foul. First team foul called against the Maroons. Here is Jace Becker with his first shot from 3. It falls away, no good. Pressure in the backcourt by the Ray Jays causes a turnover for the Divide County Maroons. And so it'll be the Ray Jays getting another shot at the action here tonight. They go pick and roll. Jace Bergstrom's going to be fouled with the push from behind. It'll be a non-shooting foul again for the Divide County Maroons. It's going to be whistled against number 2. That is Damon Bowling with his first personal foul. That's the second team foul. Here's Bergstrom. That is Kason Bergstrom as Jace Becker goes into the backcourt to retrieve the basketball. Now gets it back. Austin Swanchera guarded there by Smithberg, and here is Becker all alone from the paint. Didn't know he was wide open. Back over to Parizic. He's going to let it fly from 3. That's no good. His ball's tipped to himself. That is Damon Bowling.
Nice
Bowling with the first bucket of the game for the Divide County Maroons. We're out to a 2-0 lead, their first lead of the night. Here on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard as Jace Becker with a nice fake puts it off the left glass for his first bucket of his varsity career here tonight up at Barry Hagen Court. As the ball thrown away into the stands by Divide County, their second turnover of the night. As we're just underway here in our second game coverage of our doubleheader action here on GameDay Media. As a new player into the game for the Ray Jays, number 20, Blake Bergstrom, finding some action, replacing Jace Becker. And I believe Blake is a son of head coach Michael Bergstrom. And I know these younger kids have played a lot of basketball over the summer. Here's Parizek. Goes to the baseline, kick out to Sinar. Sinar now dishes down to Swanchera, back out to Bergstrom. A little runner from the base. It's good by Blake Bergstrom. So the youngsters have got the points on the board for the Ray Jays. Blake Bergstrom, an 8th grader. Jace Becker, an 8th grader, with the first 2 buckets for Divide County. I think Stockton Nelson made a nice strong move and cleared himself and got the bucket. We're all tied up at 4 apiece as Michael Bergstrom wants a timeout. It's going to be a short timeout. That gives us a chance to thank some of our local sponsors here that help make this all possible, if I can find my sheet, including the Porch, located over in Ray, North Dakota. Locally owned coffee shop and along Highway 2, serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. That is the Porch, located in Ray, North Dakota. Mandy Knox and her team in Ray with a flavor for everyone. Also, 701 Cornhole Company, making your cookouts even better. Visit their website at 701cornholecompany.com to see what they can make for you. Makes a great Christmas present, so get your order in. Put it under the tree. Customized cornhole sets. Brad Anderson and his team at 701 Cornhole Company. Out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. Ray with the basketball still as Blake Bergstrom's going to let fly from 3. It's off the back iron. Long rebound comes out. Here's Bergstrom with it again. Now dishes it out to Kaysen Bergstrom as they reset the offense. Kaysen at the top, goes over to Bergstrom, and now they find Swanchera on the left wing. Swanchera dribbles, throws it away. Turnover for the Ray Jays. Stockton Nelson goes coast to coast, goes high off the board with his 4th point of the game. Turnover cost him a point, Dylan. Bergstrom's going to try his luck from 3, rattles the rim in and out.
Still haven't seen
and then they throw it into the stands, for a turnover. As Jace Becker coming back in along with number 5. That is Ty Barman, a 7th grader.
A lot of youngsters playing tonight.
Here is Stockton Nelson trying to draw a foul as the Ray Jays couldn't do it. Nelson, Hunter that is, gives it up to Vignes. Now back out to Bowling. Bowling from the right elbow, and we're going to have a shooting foul called against the Ray Jays. It's going to go against the Ray Jays' number 2, Grady Parizek. That's his first personal foul. It's the first team foul called, and it'll be a shooting foul for Mr. Bowling, a sophomore, who stands 5'11". The free throw's up and in.
You can tell Ray really wants to push the tempo here. Really putting a lot of pressure on defense.
I think that's one of the things that Coach Johnson said during our pregame show, our Continental Resources pregame show, is that he knows that Ray wants to push the ball. He's got the players to do it. And the home team, Divide County Maroons, with an 8-4 lead here early in the game. Blake Bergstrom gives it up to Jace Becker. Becker tries to split the defense, and then we're going to have a foul called. He's going to go against number 24 of the Divide County Maroons.
I think that's his second, isn't it?
Hayden Smithberg. It's his first personal foul, according to our score clock operator. As Blake Bergstrom with a little runner from the paint puts it down for his 4th point of the game.
Here comes that press. Oh, can't pick it up there.
Hunter Nelson throws it away as Stockton Nelson fighting for it, but can't come up with it. Here's Jace Becker, and Jace Becker is whistled and goes out of bounds for a turnover from Ray.
A little too fast there.
Yeah.
Hard to have it both ways.
So get this, I got a 7th grader and 2 8th graders at the point on this full court pressure. And now here's a foul call against number 5. That's going to go against Ty Barman. His first personal foul. It's an 8-6 game.
Oh, now they're falling back. Little Ray 1-3-1 zone. They've ran forever.
We're reporting live here from the NCC Sports Desk. And there's a turnover by Divide, their fourth of the night.
Nice outlet.
Here's Blake Bergstrom with a reverse layup.
God, you just can't turn it over if you're Divide there.
Bergstrom has got 6 points already, the 8th grader.
Ray is looking to run at every chance they can.
Cross court pass over to Bowling, lets it fly. That falls away, no good. And here comes the useful Jays again as Barman comes in, gives it up to Becker, now out to Siner. Siner for three. We're still looking for a first three-pointer of the night. Here's Bowling. Bowling dribbles the ball and then loses it. Turnover number 5 against the Maroons.
Can't turn it over against these Jays.
Here's Barman with a three-pointer. Wow, there it is.
That was nice.
Leave it to the 7th grader to get the first three-pointer of the game from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. Here is Smithburg, and Smithburg whistled for the travel. Turnover number 6 against the Divide County Maroons is number 4, Brady Brown.
Brady Brown.
Brady Brown. Can't read my own writing here. Brady Brown checks in. I think he's the son of longtime football coach Bob Brown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Here's Jace Becker with a nice spin move.
Just lost himself underneath. Ran out of real estate.
Yeah. Picked up his dribble a little bit too early maybe, and here's Stockton Nelson.
Nice move.
Count the basket and the harm for Nelson. Fouls whistle against number 3. That is Brody Sinar with his second personal of the game. That is the 3rd team foul called against the Ray Jays, as head coach Michael Bergstrom will sub in Austin Swanchera and Kason Bergstrom as Prezik and Sinar get a little bit of a breather. Sit next to assistant coach Matt Ray. And the and one attempt by Stockton is no good as Swanchera goes high for the rebound. Blake Bergstrom running the point for the Ray Jays, gives it up to Barman. Barman pulls the trigger from 3 again. That one's off the mark, no good. And Stockton Nelson, wearing a sleeve on his left knee, comes into the front court.
Can't go to the corner against this zone.
Now in trouble, Nelson gives it out to Brady Brown with the southpaw shot inside the three-point line's no good.
Pretty good look after getting trapped in that corner.
There's going to be a foul that's going to be called against Mr. Brown, his first personal. And here's where you can be a little bit more aggressive and things like that, as it was a non-shooting foul. 4 fouls now for the home team, Divide County Maroons, here in the first quarter. Jace Becker gives it up to Blake Bergstrom. Cousins inside, it's Austin Swanchera. Count the basket for Swanchera. As he got bumped on the shot, got it to Falls. The Falls whistled against Brown again. His second personal foul, so Austin Swanchera, one of 2 seniors on the team here tonight. The only one on the floor tonight is Carter Hartsock, not available to play tonight. Austin Swanchera goes for the and one attempt. Puts it off the back iron, falls away, no good. Here comes the running Maroons. As the Maroons, nice defensive effort by Kason Bergstrom. Yeah.
Kind of interesting to see what Divide wants to do tempo-wise here, because you want to take the easy ones in transition, but at the same time, that's playing right into Ray J's hands.
Ball goes out of bounds. Good defense by the Ray Jays. They're up by 3, 13-10 here at Hagen Court in Crosby. My name's Randy Peterson, alongside Dylan Loper here on GameDay Media. We're glad to have you on board with us tonight for this District 7 doubleheader. Our first game of the night. The three-pointer put up by Stockton
there they
Nelson.
Go again. Oh, nice pass.
Pass over to Austin
Nice
Swanchera.
finish.
Austin Swanchera with the assist by Blake Bergstrom.
You cannot relax against Ray. They love to run.
These guys are going to cause some trouble somewhere down the road for a lot of teams.
Well, they got youthful legs, that's for sure.
Brady Brown goes inside to Bowling, and Bowling doesn't get the roll here at his home court as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Ray Jays. Under 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's been a fun one so far.
Little different tempo in this one, huh?
Our first boys contest that we're broadcasting here on GameDay Media of the season. As the shot goes up, goes off the rim, and then it's Smithburg picking up.
That should be bonus, shouldn't it?
That is the fifth foul, but maybe not on that.
There they go.
Now they're gonna have a double bonus as that foul was called against Hayden Smithburg. His second personal foul. As Zach Bigness will check in for Hayden Smithburg. And it'll be Jace Becker going to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. As the officials are still figuring out. It'll be Ty Barman that goes to the free throw line. With 27.9 seconds to go to shoot 2 free throws. And the first one's in and out, no good. I was told by head coach Michael Bergstrom, they got these shooting machines down at Ray that I don't know what they're called.
We just call ours the gun, I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, they got 4 of them down at the Ray J Gymnasium. And they're close to 1 million shots for their boys basketball program. Good pass. Ooh. And they threw it away.
Right idea.
Here comes the running Jays. Ooh. And then it's going to be Barman with the extra step and the turnover. But can you imagine? You
get a lot of shots.
You get better between the months of March and November, right?
Yep.
That's what usually they say. And 1 million shots is no doubt going to help this team down the road. Here's a shot put up, defended there against
they almost got one. Ran out of time.
The buzzer sounds to end the first quarter. It's been an exciting one. 15-10, the Jays out by 5. As we continue on with our timeout, we'll come back with our Northwest Therapy Services start of quarter number 2 after this 1-minute timeout.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook. At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
As we come back to the Northwest Therapy Services start of the second quarter, we want to thank Technex Solutions located in Tioga, offering measurement sales, service, and support for oil and water measurement equipment in the Bakken. Give Jason a call at 701-641-0647 or get a hold of him by email at jason@technexsolutions.com. Here's Hunter Nelson pulling the trigger from 3, too heavy, as the ball is going to go off the hands of the Ray Jays. Brody Sinar. It'll stay with the Divide County Maroons. They get the ball inbounded to Stockton Nelson. Brady Brown is going to pull the trigger from 3, and that one's no good as well. So a little bit of shooting woes for the Divide County Maroons from outside. They trailed by 5. As Blake Bergstrom stays in the game. Didn't get the start tonight, but played a lot of minutes in the first quarter. Jace Becker feeds Sinar. Sinar from the right wing is no good. Bergstrom now dishes it off to Brody Sinar. Blake goes inside. Now Jace Becker with it. Challenges Brown. A nice move by Jace Becker. And Becker with his 4th point of the game so far here tonight. Here's a shot put up by number 1 by Weston Peterson. That's no good. Here come Blake Bergstrom again. A little runner from the paint. Gets the roll here at Hagen Court. And Blake Bergstrom putting on a show here right now so far.
He's a nice little player there.
We'll step aside. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. Come back after this 30-second timeout.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our level 5 trauma center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, we want to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, supporting the ranchers in the Powers Lake athletic programs over there in Powers Lake Rancher Country. Another sponsor here on Game Day Media. Stockton Nelson dribbles down to the baseline. Now is in trouble as he's double teamed. Finds Peterson. Now back out on top to Hunter Nelson, then throws it away. Here's a lead pass up front to Blake Bergstrom. Behind the back, tries to get it to Swanchera. And Swanchera is going to pick up the foul. Nice effort by Blake Bergstrom and Jace Becker running the floor. And boy, these youngsters don't seem to be too intimidated at the varsity level right now, Dylan.
No, they just keep putting pressure on and do what they know best, which is running.
They've played a lot of basketball over the summer. As the Red Raiders, I believe, is what they call themselves, and kind of showing here for the Ray Jays tonight. Stockton Nelson drives in, kick out to Peterson. Weston now bounce pass over to Zignas. Zignan off the glass, no good. Follows the shot, can't come away with it. And here come the Ray Jays again.
Running again.
As Prezik is going to be fouled before the shot against Weston Peterson, his first personal foul. And we're going to have some substitutions come in for the Jays. Be Kason Bergstrom and Ty Barman. There's a good crowd here from Ray, North Dakota, as well as Crosby. Nice crowd on hand tonight. We're glad to see that on Game Day Media. We enjoy seeing people in the stands, and I know the players do as well. And if you can't make it, we certainly encourage you to become a subscriber of Game Day Media. No cost to subscribe. Enable all the notifications. And there's another turnover for Divide County. Enable all those notifications on Game Day Media ND. And that way you get a notice every time we go on the air. We're going to be on the air about 50 times or more during this winter basketball season. We're looking forward to each and every one of them. And as the Ray Jays set up things, they go into the middle. And then Sinar is going to get fouled with an aggressive foul by Weston Peterson. He'll be his second personal foul at the 5:27 mark of the second quarter. It's 19-10 right now.
A lot of ball pressure being put on both sides playing defense right now.
Stockton Nelson going to get a little bit of a breather here as Hunter Nelson comes in. Kason Bergstrom drives the baseline, now runs out of real estate, gives it up to Perizic. Back out to Sinar. Shot put up by Swanchera, falls away, no good. Hunter Nelson out to Bowling. Damon looks down low, good find. Here's Brady Brown, going to get fouled by Brody Sinar. Sinar picks up another foul. I believe it's going to be number 3 against Brody. Brady. Sorry, guys. As Brady Brown misses the front end of the 2-shot foul.
That's kind of what Divide has to do here, is get some ball reversals, make some offense happen with the passing.
Second one by Brown hits the bottom of the hoop and the net, and he's got his first point of the game. Here's Barman into the front court. Kaysen Bergstrom goes over to Swanchera. Down low, it's Ty Barman. He's got a player up.
Nice
He's got
move.
the bucket and the and one.
Nice move from 7th grader.
Yeah. Ty Barman will go to the free throw line after Hunter Nelson picks up the foul. Hunter Nelson, as Sinar and Kaysen Bergstrom will check out as they bring Blake Bergstrom and Jace Becker back into the game. 21-11. Ty Barman with the and one, and he's got 6 points here in his young career as a 7th grader.
They baited him into that one.
As an 8th grader, excuse me. Here is Smithburg going to get tied up with Swanchera, and the possession arrow will go over to the Ray Jays. That'll be considered a turnover for Divide County on that possession.
Ray just kind of baits you into those turnovers with that zone. They make you look open, and then you're not.
I think I said that wrong. I think Ty Barman, he's a 7th grader, not an 8th grader. So here is Jace Becker, and Jace Becker is going to get called for the walk. That'll be a turnover, number 6 against the Ray Jays.
Here comes Stockton. The Maroons needed to get him back in the game.
Stockton got a little bit of a breather and checks back into the game. The lone returner, the lone starter for the return for Divide County as Hayden Smithburg goes up, no good. And then we're going to have a foul on the shot against the Ray Jays. It's going to go against number 2. That's Grady Parizic picking up his second. I've got him for 2, but the scoreboard operator's got him for 1. So they must be right as Stockton Nelson gets the roll here on his home court at Hagen Court. Picks up his 7th point of the night.
Divide's got to get some offense here other than just on the free throw line. Only points in the second quarter have been free throws.
And here's another foul on the rebound. It's going to go against number 24, Hayden Smithburg, and that's his 3rd personal foul, and he'll come out of the game, have a seat on the bench as Brady Brown checks back in again. Ty Barman gives it up to Jace Becker, runs down the loose basketball, puts up the shot from the paint, good. Little runner.
Boy, they're pretty good at those little runners in the paint. They've had quite a few of those.
Tell you what, I'm liking what I see with these Ray Jays. Damon Bowling with a nice little shot there for a 6-point and a field goal.
Just got to play aggressive against that zone.
There's Jace Becker again. He's going to get, no, he didn't get 2 points. Thought he was going to get an easy one.
That was a nice move, just didn't finish.
Bowling pulls up for 3, no good. Follows the shot, but he can't catch up it before it goes out of bounds.
Just a little early in the shot clock there. Might want to work the possession a little bit.
10-point lead for the Ray Jays, 24-14. As the Jays come down with the basketball, no pressure in the backcourt by the Maroons. Here's Blake Bergstrom directing traffic. He decides to pull the trigger himself. He's a little bit too deep. The rebound putback is good by Parizic, and Parizic gets the and one opportunity as the foul is called against number 40, Zach Vignes. That's his 2nd personal foul. And as Grady Parizic goes to the free throw line, the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line, he adds the and one.
Crazy that he's one of the older ones and he's a sophomore.
27-14. And now here's the ball, an unforced turnover against the Maroons. Their 10th of the night as the ball goes in and out of the hands of Damon Bowling. Here come the Ray Jays again. up-tempo. Blake Bergstrom, a little stutter step, regains himself, recaptures himself, and now the ball goes off the leg of Divide County. Zach Vignes, so it'll stay with the Ray Jays with 22 seconds on the shot clock. 2:54 on the game clock here in this first half. Stay tuned. At the end of this first half, we'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report recapping all the team and individual stats throughout the night of this first half of play. Kaysen beyond the three-point line. Shot put up.
Oh, pretty.
That time by Ty Barman with his second three-pointer of the night. 9 points for the 7th grader.
Divide's got to look and hit these cutters when they do. Got to get reversals.
Quick hands by the Ray Jays. And now here's a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. Actually, we'll send it back to our studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to District 7 basketball here on GameDay Media.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, it's a 16-point lead for the youthful Ray Jays over the Divide County Maroons, 30-14. As Hunter Nelson will trigger the inbounds pass, gets the ball from referee Andrew Nelson. Now here's another steal. And here's a quick bucket by Ty Barman for another basket. Ty Barman having a whale of a second quarter here with 8 points. Can add one more with the and one as that foul was whistled against number 2, Damon Bowling, on his second personal foul. It's the 5th team foul against the Maroons as Barman calmly puts it in for the and 1 point.
Here comes the press.
10 points
good pass
for Barman as Brady Brown can't get it to fall in the reverse layup, but there's Blake Bergstrom with another bucket.
He sure
got
plays
10
confident, doesn't he?
He's got 10 points. Playing like his old man. Head coach Michael Bergstrom.
Turnover. Another one.
Tell you what, you better come out and see these Ray Jays when you get an opportunity. I think they're going to raise some eyebrows as Barman's got another three-pointer, the third one of the night from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line.
Oh, another turnover.
Another turnover for Divide County. They got a 2-on-1. Here's Siner giving it up to Blake. And Blake puts it down for another 2 points. Right now, there's another turnover. My goodness. And there's a shot blocked by Bowling, tipped out to Jace Becker. Becker for three, no good. As we're going to have a foul that's going to be called against the Ray Jays, number 2. Number 2 is not in there. Let's see who they whistle the foul against.
I think Monty just said
20. 20, yeah.
Just dribbled it off his foot. Another turnover by the Maroons.
Oh, they're imploding here. Just like that, it's up to a 26-point lead for the Ray Jays, 40-16.
4 points in the second quarter just isn't going to cut it.
Entry pass into Jace Becker, spin move, puts it up off the glass, can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the free throw line to try to tack on 2 from the charity stripe as a foul is called against number 11, Hunter Nelson. As Hunter gets an explanation from our official on what happened, and Jace Becker can't convert the first free throw. Becker with 6 points on the night from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw lines, unsuccessful on the second one as well.
That's about the only thing these junior high kids haven't done is their free throws. Easiest part of the game.
Yeah, you'd think so, but here's the ball with a good pressure defense by the Ray Jays again. 40-14.
Divide's just got to settle down here. Work the ball around. Quit turning it over, giving them easy points.
And just like that, they
As
turn
I
it over
say
again. Yeah. And here's the ball thrown away by the Ray Jays. 56 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That can't go by faster if you're Coach Johnson here. You just want to survive and get to halftime.
Nelson, as they break the press. Hunter Nelson goes to the baseline. Another nice little fake. Hunter Nelson puts up the shot, goes off the hands of the Ray Jays. It'll stay with Divide County. So with 24 seconds on the shot clock, 44 seconds on the game clock here. Here is Hunter Nelson pulling the trigger, rolls in and out, no good as Vignes puts it up off the glass for his first bucket of the game.
Way to clean up the trash there.
Siner looks inside, there's a fake, and it's going to be Jace Becker. He's done that a few times, just like second nature. Pass down low to Vignes, blocked there by Kason Bergstrom. Good defense by the Jays, and here come the running Ray Jays as Blake Bergstrom goes in and tries the reverse layup, but it's going to be fouled on the shot, as the foul is going to be whistled against number 11, Hunter Nelson, with his third personal foul with 10.2 seconds remaining. And so it'll be Blake at the free throw line where he hits the bottom of the net on the first free throw attempt.
He heard me talking about the free throws there.
13 points for the youngster from Ray, Blake Bergstrom. And second nature, just give me the ball, let me shoot it. Makes them both. Here's Stockton Nelson. Nelson down low to Vignes. Vignes, no good. The putback is no good by Bowling. But we're going to have a foul that's going to be called against the Jays. It's going to go against number 3. That's Brody Sinar. And that is his fourth. That's his fourth personal foul here in the first half.
You're going to get a lot of fouls playing the way they do, but
as Bowling can't convert the first free throw. He was in the act of shooting, so he gets a second toss from the charity stripe from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Second one is up and good. As they just get the ball inbounded from half court. The shot is put up. That's no good. And the buzzer sounds to end our first half of play. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Ray Jays 44. The Divide County Maroons 17. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this 3-minute timeout as we start our Bank of Tioga halftime report.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center, great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. MurexPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960. At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Pregame Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
As we come back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, the Ray Jays with an explosion in the second quarter, putting up 29 points in that second quarter to take a commanding 44-17 lead to the locker room against the Divide County Maroons. The Ray Jays 18 out of 27 from the field, shot 50% from the free throw line. Ty Barman has got 3 3-pointers. All of them for the Ray Jays, and they've only committed 7 turnovers in their fast-paced first half of play. And for the Divide County Maroons, they were 6 out of 28 from the field, 5 out of 9 from the free throw line. They've yet to find any success from the three-point line, but they've committed 16 turnovers. That led to a lot of points in the second quarter for the Ray Jays. Individual scoring goes this way. Leading all scorers with 15 points is a 7th grader, Ty Barman. And 14 points, Blake Bergstrom. An 8th grader is second on the scoring list for the Ray Jays. 8 points put down by another 8th grader, Jace Becker. 4 points for Austin Swanchera. 3 points for Brady Perizic. Playing but not scoring is Brody Sinar and Kason Bergstrom for the Ray Jays. And for the Divide County Maroons individually, they got 4 players in the scorebook, 7 points each for Damon Bowling and Stockton Nelson. 2 points contributed by Zach Vignes. And on the strength of 1 free throw, Brady Brown has got 1 point for a total of 17 points here tonight in the first half of play. Once again, it is the Ray Jays with a 27-point lead over the Divide County Maroons, 44-17. We want to mention that our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game in our opening contest of our doubleheader tonight in our girls action, it was Skylar Weirman being named our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll get something on our social media page later on, but with 17 points tonight, all coming in quarters 2 through 4. She didn't score in the first quarter, ended up the game with 17 points as she was named our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Brad Johnson Insurance, located here in Crosby, North Dakota. Our mission is to provide peace of mind to our clients by guiding them to products that fit their needs at an affordable price. That's Brad Johnson Insurance here in Crosby, North Dakota. With that, we'll send it back to our studio. When we come back, we'll come back with our Northwest Therapy Services start of the second half after this timeout.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed.
As we come back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report again from halftime, it is the Ray Jays with a 27-point lead at the end of the first half, 44-17 over the home team on the scoreboard, the Divide County Maroons. We want to thank the Farmers Union Insurance Larson Boston Agency located here in Crosby, North Dakota, where they sell crop, farm, and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today for all your insurance needs. That's the Farmers Union Insurance Larson Boston Agency. Rivera Bank, proud supporter of the Stanley community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals over in Stanley, North Dakota. The Tioga Pirates Booster Club, a new sponsor for the GameDay Media, supporting our Pirates and Firestorm and all their athletic programs. That's the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, along with the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, supporting the ranchers and all things Powers Lake over there in Rancherland. Also want to thank Flag Family Media coming on board for the broadcast and the picking up our audio here in our second game of our doubleheader, located at 1090 AM and 92.7 FM. Your source for conservative talk show radio. Download that free KTGO mobile app. And the first possession of the second half goes to the Divide County Maroons here on our Northwest Therapy Services start of the second half. A lot of work to do by the Divide County Maroons. They have the first possession of the half. Shot put up by Hunter Nelson. That gets them going with the right way here in the second half. Their first three-pointer of the night from the Tioga A's three-point line. There's Blake Bergstrom with a kick out. Now over to Swanchera, and Swanchera throws it into the stage, a turnover by the Ray Jays. Only their 8th turnover, this quick-paced Ray Jay team. Here come the Maroons again as Stockton Nelson crosses the midcourt stripe, gives it up to Bowling. Damon with the dribble, quick hands, poke check. Now down low to Nelson, Hunter Nelson now with a deep pass out to Bowling, and then Bowling throws it over by Superintendent Sherm, what's his last name?
Sherlock Herning.
Sherlock Herning.
I don't know if he played back in the day. I don't know about that dribble move he made.
They're going to need some help besides Sherlock.
I don't know if he's the answer.
We can give him a hard time. I know he knows it's in jest and fun. There's a shot put up by the Ray Jays, and the Jays are going to tie it up. And it'll stay with the Ray Jays. They inbound it to Kaysen Bergstrom. Kaysen with it, looking for help, finds Blake Bergstrom. Cousins I believe. Some relationship there.
When you're in Class B, you got to be related somehow.
As Jace Becker puts up the three-point effort, that falls away no good. Rebound comes away to the Divide County Maroons.
There's a reversal.
Inside to Stockton Nelson. Nelson with it. Can't buy a basket as the putback by Zach Bigness is no good. Now here's a steal. Chance for Nelson to kick it out to Bowling, and Bowling puts it up from three. Good.
Go.
Damon Bowling with another three-pointer, the second of the half.
Nice little 6-0 run to get him going here.
Yeah, they needed that spark. Blake Bergstrom looks at the basket and then is going to get a foul call against him on the hold. They're going to whistle number 11. That is Hunter Nelson picking up his, I believe that's his fourth personal foul. It is, as Hunter and Zach Bigness will have a seat on the bench. Smithburg and Brady Brown check back in. Yep. Inside entry pass to Jace Becker. Fakes. Puts up the shot. Good.
He's had some nice moves down there in the post, just pivoting around.
He's 5'11". He's an 8th grader, guys.
DC's got to get some reversals.
Here is another turnover. Long pass up to Swanchera. Reverse layup. Good. Austin Swanchera with the good hands. Bowling goes as Hayden Smithburg now out to Stockton Nelson. Pulls up for a deep three. That's short of everything, and it goes out of bounds. And Tyre Barman will check in for Austin Swanchera.
Thought that was a good look, just a little too deep.
Yeah. I think they're going to rely on Stockton quite a bit this year. I don't know if he feels the load of pressure on his shoulders or not, but as the only starter returning for Divide County, sure they're going to be looking for him as Blake Bergstrom goes up, doesn't get the roll here at Hagen Court. And here's Stockton Nelson with a shot, and that's good.
He's got to be aggressive.
Stockton Nelson with another bucket, his 9th point of the game. He goes to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line for the and one opportunity as Hayden Smithburg will check out. As that foul is whistled against Jace Becker, his first. Nelson's free throw hits the bottom of the net. He's got 10 points in double digits for Divide County.
Nelson's got to be aggressive for Divide if they want to make a comeback here. Oh, and pick up the ball.
Here's Barman, and Barman's going to get a foul call against him. It's going to go against Brady Brown.
He's in the circle. I think he was there, but he was in the circle.
With the block, and so that foul is whistled against Brown with his 3rd personal foul. 4:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
We need a Jumbotron to show the replay of those.
Ty Barman calmly steps up to the Souris Valley Dental Group and puts it down from the free throw line. Second one is away after he takes one bounce and puts it in for another free throw. After missing his first 2 free throws of the contest, he's 4 for 4. Here's Bowling putting it up from 3. As the rebound comes away to the Ray Jays as Blake Bergstrom kicks it out to Becker. Becker with the dribble, now back out to Blake. Goes over to Ty Barman, trying his luck again from 3, and there's another one. I think he spent a little time in the gym. 53-26. Another three-pointer from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. Brown goes over to Nelson. Nelson drives to the paint with a kick out, tries to find number 5, Dean Crocius, and then throws it away. That'll be a turnover against Divide County.
They're at least working it around a little bit, but just nobody home on that pass.
New substitutions coming in. It'll be Swanchera and Signer. Brody Signer into the game for head coach Michael Bergstrom. Signer's going to try his luck from 3. That is no good as it goes up into the cable supports. And that's a dead ball. It'll be Divide County basketball, and it'll be Weston Peterson, a freshman, checking in for Brady Brown.
Both of these teams are pretty young here, Randy.
Yeah. A lot of youth in the district I believe, this year.
Divide with a lot of sophomores, freshmen, Ray with the 7th and 8th graders. Kind of crazy to see for a varsity game.
Yeah. I know that Tioga will probably play pretty young this year as well.
Yep.
Kenmare, I don't know what their state of age is on their team, but they're playing the West Hope Newburgh Sioux tonight. And they got to contend with what's his name up there? Quarterback.
Walker Broughton.
Walker Broughton.
I don't want to see him anymore. I saw enough of him in football. I don't need to see him anymore. He is fun to watch, though, just not when you're on the sidelines.
Here's Ty Barman rimming in and out on the three-point effort. Falling away, no good. Here's a steal by Ty Barman. Here's Austin Swancher in a hurry. Kicks it out to Blake Bergstrom, left all alone, puts it down for 2 more. On the assist by Austin Swanchera. Oh, there's a travel by Peterson. Turnover number 6 of the quarter. It's 55-26. Stockton Nelson will check out of the game. I believe Hunter Nelson checks back in for head coach Zach Johnson. Here is Ty Barman, and Barman with an easy one.
Backside help has to be there for the Maroons.
Ty Barman now gives the Jays a 31-point lead. Hawking defense by the Ray Jays.
Oh, look opposite.
Kick out to Bowling. Bowling back over to Crocious from the free throw line. Shots away, no good. Brought back into play. Here come the running Jays. Nice pass down low to Swanchera. Here's Sinar again with the basketball beyond the three-point line. Gives it up to Becker. Back over to Sinar. Kick out to Swanchera.
Good ball movement.
Becker pulls the trigger from 3. Good. Jace Becker. And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. 60-26, 2:15 remaining in the third. The Jays all over the Maroons. We'll step aside. You're watching District 7 basketball from GameDay Media. My name's Randy Peterson alongside Dylan Loper, back after this 30-second timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
As we come back out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, speaking of the West Hope Newburgh Sioux, the number 7 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, they took down the Honkers from Kenmare Bull Bills 85-57 tonight. Here at Hagen Court in Crosby, the Ray Jays with a 34-point lead, 60-26. 60-26 over the Divide County Maroons. As the Hawking defense, the ball pulled out of the hands of the Divide County Maroons. Here's Blake Bergstrom driving to the paint, kicks it down low, throws it away. Got ahead of himself a little bit. And now here's another steal. A nice pass over to Blake Bergstrom, and Bergstrom puts it down for 2 more.
You just cannot turn the ball over. I don't know if they've hardly ran any offense. Don't have to.
They are just playing strong defense here tonight. As Crocious goes up, and there's going to be another foul against the Ray Jays. Crocious will go to the free throw line. That foul is whistled against number 2, Brady Parizek, with his 3rd personal foul here tonight. That is the 2nd team foul here in the 3rd quarter. As Dean Crocious goes to the free throw line, where he's off on the front end with the first attempt. The 6'3" junior from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line tries to get his first point into the books here tonight. Second free throw is off the mark as well. Here come the Jays. Brody Sinar. Slowing things down a little bit. 62-26. Here's Kaysen Bergstrom driving to the paint, puts it up off the glass, no good.
Friendly fire.
As Ray Jays can't control it. They kick it out to Ty Barman from three. Good.
Another one. How many threes does he have now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jeepers.
Oh. And here's another steal. Swanchera on a breakaway.
Oh, missed the dunk. They all wanted it.
And now here come the Divide County Maroons. It's Hunter Nelson.
Oh.
And there's going to be a foul against Austin Nelson on the aggressive defense. Doesn't hurt him at all. It's only the third team foul here in the third quarter. You got one more to give up.
Helps when you're up 39 too.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a 6'5" frame. I don't know if he plays football for the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws or not, but he's got pretty good hands. Might be a pretty good tight end. Here's a shot put up by the Maroons. Missed everything. Oh. Now here's a turnover by Divide. As Sinar comes down with the basketball. Over to Kaysen Bergstrom. Inside to Prezik. Prezik puts it off, tries to put it off the glass, can't do it, but then the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Ray Jays, 65-26. 13 and a half seconds to go here in the third quarter, dominated here by Ray Jays. Crocious gets the ball back to Hunter Nelson. Goes down low to Vignes. Now here's a steal and picked up there by the Ray Jays. I think they're going to run out of time as the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. Good one for the Jays. Scored 19 points. No, 21 points. 65-26 is the end of the third quarter score. The Jays all over the Divide County Maroons. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
As we come back out of that intermission break, or not intermission, but quarter break, start of our Northwest Therapy Services fourth quarter, the Ray Jays holding a 65-26 lead over the Divide County Maroons as we start the fourth quarter on this running clock situation. It'll be Divide County. Got off to a quick start with 2 threes to start the second half, but kind of went downhill as they were outscored 21-9 in the third quarter. Here's Weston Peterson giving it up to Bowling. Bowling from the right side as the ball falls away, no good. And here is Smithberg with the steal. Bowling off the glass is no good. Smithberg, Hayden, there you go, gets a second chance effort at it and puts it down. Ray Jays with the basketball, spread things out. Here's Blake Bergstrom giving it up to Jace Becker, now over to Brody Sinar. Looks like they're going to try to work the clock here a little bit. There's Perizic putting up the shot on the nice entry pass. Can't come up with it as Smithberg. Hayden goes hard to the basket. Count the basket and the foul. It's Hayden Smithberg making some noise here in the fourth quarter. We have a foul call against number 1, Austin Swanchera, with his foul. That's the third personal foul, as Kaysen Bergstrom will check into the game for head coach Michael Bergstrom. And Brody Sinar getting some instruction from Michael Bergstrom as Smithberg puts down the and one from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. He's got 5 points, all of them here in the fourth quarter. Blake Bergstrom goes over to Jace Becker. Entry pass into Blake. Blake now gives it up to Jace Becker. Pass down low to Swanchera. Reverse layup is good by Swanchera.
He's made a few of those reverse layups.
Got 8 points on the night. 67-31. Under 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Entry pass into Dean Crocius. Comes away no good, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the shooting foul. Foul is whistled against number 1, Austin Swanchera, with his 4th foul, as Crocius's free throw is no good. Second one also falls away no good as the Jays come up with the rebound. Over to Becker now. Here's Kason Bergstrom.
They're really working it around now.
They are, yeah. They're just going to run some time off the clock and try to get this thing over with. Jace Becker's going to try his luck from 3. It's off the glass. Good.
Smiles over at Bergie.
I had it all the way, Coach. Oh. Here's the ball thrown into the baseline. It's another turnover for the Divide County Maroons. Ty Barman will check in for the Ray Jays, and here's Jace Becker with a fake. Shots up. And there'll be a foul called against Divide County, number 5. That'll go against Dean Crocius. His first personal sends Jace Becker to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up and in. 17 points now for the 5'11" 8th grader. Jace Becker can add one more on. If he makes this one, that's going to get the roll here at Barry Hagan Court. (72-31).
Well, Ray to a little 2-3, slight difference from their 1-3-1.
The shot put up by Hunter Nelson is no good. As the ball comes back into the hands of the Ray Jays, Jace Becker, lead pass down to Ty Barman, and Barman gets 2 more.
He's really had a nice game.
Got 27.
Oh, block.
Long pass up to Blake Bergstrom. Can't save it from going out of bounds. Can save it, but it comes back to Divide County as Hunter Nelson misses the bunny. And now we're going to have a foul called against Divide County. It's going to be whistled against number 5, Dean Crocius, with the push. As the clock continues to run, that's the second team foul against Divide County as Zach Bigness will check in for the Maroons. Pass over to Jace Becker, goes off the foot of Becker and out of bounds. That'll be a turnover against the Ray Jays. Crocius will check out of the game. Zach Bigness will check in.
Overturned it.
Oh, did they overturn it? Okay, it will stay with the Ray Jays then.
Monty with the eagle eyes saw that from a mile away.
We run off some more time off the clock, and here's a shot put up by Siner.
Another boom swish.
Kisses it off the glass for Brody Siner with a 3-pointer. Boy, they're starting to find the range from 3-point line. Here's Hayden Smithberg. Should have kept it. Would have had an easy layup. Now here's the ball over to Smithberg again. Smithberg kicks it out to Bowling. Bowling from a runner from the paint is no good. The rebound comes away for the Jays. Here's Barman again. Ty gives it up. Gives it up to Siner. Now out on Becker at the top of the key. Looking inside to Ty Barman. Now kicks it back out over to Jace Becker. Becker with a kick out to Ty Barman. Nobody wants to take a shot. Siner will try his luck. That one's no good.
Barman just didn't want another 3, apparently.
Here's Smithburg fighting hard, goes up. He's going to be fouled on the shot. It's going to be a foul against number 2, Grady Perizic. That's his 3rd personal foul. And Hayden Smithburg will toe the stripe from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Smithburg's first free throw is short.
Even the free throws aren't falling for Divide tonight.
Yeah.
Just been a rough one.
As we have a substitution for Ray, it'll be Titus Stubbs checking in for Damon Bowling. Smithburg with the second free throw attempt is also no good. And with that, we're going to have a line change. We'll keep it right here as head coach Michael Bergstrom's going to bring in new players. He's got a 36-point lead, 46-point lead. 46, 77-31 gives us a chance to thank DA Land LLC, established in 2021, providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, feed and pet supplies to the Tioga area. And TechNexSolutions.com, or TechNex Solutions LLC, offering measurement, sales, and service support for the oil and water measurement equipment in the Bakken. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 or contact them at jason@technexsolutions.com. Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, located on Main Street in Tioga. Your full-service salon and spa. Follow them on Facebook at Hidden Beauty. And Kyle Hansen, your Thrivent Financial Advisors in Northwest North Dakota. Give Kyle or Becky Gettle a call at 701-628-2384. With the line change, Kelby Cooper comes in looking for a point. Goes down low, kick out to the Ray Jays, number 33. That is Colton Grove. Now back out on top to number 31, Bridger Swanchera. As Grove with the basketball. Gives it up to Jaron Heldy. Heldy with the dribble. And then we have a tie-up, and the possession arrow will go over to the Divide County Maroons. 2 minutes to go. As it's going to be hard to figure out who we're going to name our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, but I have my ideas of who it's going to be.
I'm guessing they're probably going to be in the junior high.
Playing beyond junior high level of basketball for sure, these youngsters for Ray. Here's a shot put up by Hunter Nelson that's no good.
Fadeaway 3 is tough.
The rebound over to Vignes, and Vignes puts up the shot. That one's no good.
This is a good time for the kids that don't always get to see varsity minutes.
Right.
Get to work on a few things.
There's a turnover by the Jays. Shot is put up there by Nelson with 57.5 seconds to go. Hunter gets fouled by number 30. Kelby Cooper. And Hunter will put in the first free throw. He's got 4 points on the night. Second one is no good as the Divide County Maroons has the ball go in and out of their hands. And so with 56 seconds remaining, the Ray Jays are going to come away with an impressive District 7 win. As number 32, Ashton Jones will check in for Hunter Nelson. Here is Kelby Cooper, no good. Bridger Swanchera with the basketball. And then the ball is going to stay with the Ray Jays. Here's the Ray Jays with it again as Colton Grove has it. Under 20 seconds to play. Inside, there's almost a travel. Shot put up by Heldy is no good. Here come the Divide County Maroons, 10 on the game clock. Kick out to Vignes, pulls the trigger from 3. That one is no good. As Vignes puts up another shot, that one's no good. At the buzzer, your final score. It's the Ray Jays 77, the Divide County Maroons 32. We're going to step aside. I'm going to rush down to see if I can find head coach Michael Bergstrom, along with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll be back after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othion Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit clr.com to start your new career today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote,
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Merrick's Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. Merrick'sPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit surusvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Pregame Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
As we come back to our DNL Paraffin postgame show, I've caught up with the winning head coach, Michael Bergstrom of the victorious Ray Jays tonight. Boy, we had a hard time keeping up with all the aggressiveness that you showed tonight, Michael. Very good performance tonight on your opening game of the season.
Yeah, thanks. We talk about unrelenting effort. That's our phrase for this year. We know for us to have a chance, we have to fly around and we have to outwork other teams. And these group of kids, the more they get slowed down, they struggle. So the faster we play, the better it is for us, and hopefully makes the other team uncomfortable. And that's kind of what happened tonight.
You gotta look at the broadcast tonight, and boy, the one thing that really shines for you guys is the youth of the team tonight. Not that your older kids didn't play well tonight. Everybody kind of played well tonight for the Ray Jays, but we were just really impressed from the press box up there with the youthfulness of the Ray Jays tonight.
We got a good group of kids. They're all their goal every day is to be a really good teammate, be a great teammate, and they all support each other. And tonight we had some kids step up, and hopefully the next game we'll have some other guys, and they're just always supporting each other. But yeah, I mean, we got a pretty good core here. So
one of the things that really impressed us, of course, off the bench was your seventh grader Ty Barman. I think I had him for 5, maybe 6 3-pointers tonight, and kissing them off the glass, and everything was going in for him tonight.
Ty's an unbelievable player, to be 6'1", 160 pounds as a 7th grader, and play the way he does. But he's earned the right to make those. Him and a few other kids spend an unbelievable amount of time in the gym. So when they're doing things on the basketball floor, they've earned that right, because they put a lot of time into it that no one really sees. But it showed tonight.
What's up next for the Ray Jays, Michael?
We got Partial on Tuesday and South Art on Thursday. So. We'll have to get back to work on Monday and prepare for those. But for tonight, we're going to enjoy this. So,
well, once again, we would like to wish you a very good game tonight, and congratulations on a game well played tonight.
Thank you.
We'll come back after this timeout as we conclude our DNL Paraffin postgame show. It's been Michael Bergstrom, the head coach of the victorious Ray Jays, after this 2-minute timeout.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505. or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we come back to our DNL Paraffin postgame show, wrapping up our coverage of our doubleheader here tonight, it was the Divide County Maroons being defeated by the Ray Jays with a final score 77-32 and a sound victory for the Ray Jays over the Maroons. And before we go and forget about it, we want to name our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. It would go into Ty Johnson. Johnson scored 27 points tonight, 5 3-pointers tonight, to go along with a 4 out of 6 free throw shooting night tonight. But he is our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, folks. He's a 6'1" 7th grader. Ended the game with 27 points tonight. Jace Becker and Blake Bergstrom ended the game with 18 points each. 8 points for Austin Swanchera, 3 points for Grady Prezik and Brody Sinar for a total of 77 points tonight. And for the Divide County Maroons, they got 10 points out of Damon Bowling and Stockton Nelson. 4 points for Hunter Nelson, 2 points for Zach Vignes, 5 points for Hayden Smithberg, and 1 point for Brody Brown for the Divide County Maroons for a total of 32 points tonight. Again, if you're just joining us, we had doubleheader action. It was the Divide County Maroons with a 46-13 win in the girls competition. Then it was the Ray Jays putting it on the Divide County Maroons in boys action tonight, 77-32. Next action for the Game Day Media will be next Tuesday when we travel over to Stanley, as we'll have Class A basketball with the Watford City Wolves coming into Blue Jay Stadium to take on the Stanley Blue Jays on Tuesday night. And so the 19th of December, and that will be our final broadcast of the 2023 year, as we look forward to a little bit of a break in between Christmas as we start up again in January. But next week we're in Stanley, December 19th, when the Stanley Blue Jays will host the Watford City Wolves in Class A basketball over in Stanley, North Dakota. On behalf of my broadcast producers team tonight, I'd like to thank Dylan Loper, who was our color commentator tonight. And I also want to thank my broadcast team tonight, including Caden Keller running the board tonight in our second game, along with James Meyer running our camera tonight. My name is Randy Peterson. Once again, your final score from Crosby, North Dakota at Barry Hagen Court. It was the Ray Jays improving to 1-0 on the record on the season with a 77-32 win over the Divide County Maroons. Good night, everybody. Travel safe home.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Tech Next Solutions, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Flag Family Media.